WCG 홍보 포스터.
속으로 약간 웃음이 좀 나왔어요. 감이 오십니까 제 거? 입니까? 그것도 있잖아요. 콩간지.
나 그 표정 보고 싶어요. 저 친구 저걸로 들어왔구만.
발표를 할 건데 제가 먼저 또 만든 게 있어요.
혹시 발로 그리셨나요?
한마디로 조잡했다. 실망을 했었던 것 같아요.
저희가 많이 도와드리려고요. 하나, 둘, 셋! 전 제목이 있습니다. 콩네티드.
그리고 이거는 3개를 그려놨어요. 그리고 여기는
Well, Cyber Games Connected 2020, we are back with play day 11 here at Back to Warcraft. My name is Neo, his name is Remo. Remo, what's in store for us today?
Today, once again, we have 2 more matches heading our way as we close out the group stages here in the 1v1 competition. We're going to have Group A with Chaemiko versus Moon. It's actually our second match. And Group A is going to be our Orc Mirror to start things off with Lynn versus Sowen.
Oh, damn. I saw in chat already some people say, oh, this match is meaningless. Lynn is already through, Sowen is already out. But that might be a little wrong here. Lynn is still fighting for a 3-0, and that means, of course, winning the group stage. And between Moon and Chaemiko, that's a match for the playoffs. The winner is through, the loser is out. So a couple of decisions to be made here at the World Cyber Games that graces us once again with not only a one-on-one competition, but also a 2-on-2 competition. We are here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for some sweet Warcraft 3 action.
Exactly. Our group stage here is going to draw to a close soon. And don't forget, we're going to have a team competition as well coming up. That's going to be in 2 weeks, with next week being reserved for the knockout stage, where we will find out who's going to move on from the top 8 to the top 4.
Indeed, the top 4 make it to the money. $25,000 on the line here. $13,000 for the first place alone. And of course, a lot of honor. It is WCG in the end, and that is the most prestigious tournament there is in Warcraft 3 history. Even 17 years after the first tournament, we are still here fighting with orcs, night elves, humans, and undead.
Yeah, exactly. And today, you know, on paper, it looks kind of one-sided, Lynn versus Sowen. But yesterday, we had quite the upset already, didn't we? Colorful with a marvelous performance. Kicked out TH to everyone's great surprise. The finalist of last year, TH from China, didn't make it out of Group C. Instead, it was Colorful to do it. We know Lynn and Infi already advanced from Group B, but the question is, who's going to be first and who's going to be second place? If Lynn loses today against Sowen, he's going to be second. If he wins, he's going to be first place, and that's going to be relevant for the seeding moving into the knockout stage.
Exactly. Also, we've seen Fly yesterday in Group D, 3-0 on the sheet right here, but more impressively, 9-0 in wins as well. He's dominating the group stage as of yet, and he is through, and he is a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. Yesterday, we had an all-Chinese day, and the upcoming days will be all-Korean. Lynn, Sowen, Moon, Chaemiko, and tomorrow we have Focus versus Michael, as well as... what am I missing? Lolliot Sock, exactly. How could I miss that?
Yeah, it's going to be some sick matches tomorrow. Both really deciding matches for the second place or first place to make it out of the groups. Here we have our matchup now. Lynn versus Sowen. On paper, it does sound rather daunting for Sowen. In fact, if we look at the ELO rankings, it is rank 5 against rank 42 So that does indeed sound quite one-sided, but a little less one-sided. Their historic stats against each other on War 3 Info is 7-4. So Sowen has been able to get a few wins in the past, but the last win in an Orc Mirror for Sowen dates back to 2019 in May. That's almost 1.5 years ago. It's been a while, but he has been able to do it before.
We had quite some streaks here in WCG, right? But one streak was broken yesterday, and there was a 2-year win streak of TH versus Colorful. In the end, there was a 2-1 for the underdog. So don't rule Soin out. Maybe he wants to be a little bit of a party pooper here today, ruining the group stage win for Lynn. He would still advance, but you know, it's a tough competition. You want the first seed to dodge the likes of Fly, for example. So yeah, we're gonna join our match in a bit. Oh, here it is, Remo, here it is. And our first map is a legendary one. It's Twisted Meadows.
Damn, that was very fast.
They were just waiting for my cue.
How do you know Twisted? Wait, did we see the vetoes already?
Yes, we did, my man. Casting with closed eyes or what? Here we are, bottom right-hand side is a good question who that is.
Yeah, red
we'll
must
see.
be Sowen.
No,
blue is Sowen.
Blue is Sowen, red is Lynn. Okay, so the colors are actually correct in the overlay. That is absolutely wonderful. So upper left, Sowen, the underdog. Bottom right, Lynn, the war chief of the horde.
Absolutely. Goes into this with everyone expecting a victory from him. He doesn't necessarily need it to make it out of the groups. This is already a pretty relaxed feeling, right? You know, getting the win here helps you, but even if you don't get it, the most important thing, the advancement you have already secured for yourself. Cross spawn positions, we're going to have a bit of creeping. First, a bit of gambling as well for that big item, that very elaborate creep that we're going to see here in a moment. And I would like to touch on the maps a little bit here. In mirror matches, in almost every case, everyone quickly removes Twisted and Terranas. You know, the big gamble maps where so many big items can drop, where you want to move away from the casino aspect of Warcraft 3. But in Orc Mirror, for some example, we see it a lot. We see Twisted mirrors all the time in Orc Mirror. Is it just the orcs' love for Scourge Bone Chimes? They really want to find those Scourge Bone Chimes, or what is it?
There is 6 chances here to get the Scourge Bone Chimes. You can use the slot machine here, but also there's a lot of camps that give you good items. So if you, for example, in the mid game see, hey, my opponent has 2 auras, I might not fight right here. I might take a step back and try to equal out the item luck a little and creep myself. So that evens the odds a little bit as there's a bigger sample size.
Yeah, that can be true. But also, if you just both creep 4 camps and then you go into the big tier 2 fight, which very often is game deciding, and you found 3 bad ones, he found 3 amazing ones, it can also feel quite unfair at times. And we see one of the biggest items here at the beginning. Gonna go for the Rock Golem pull. This was invented like maybe 2 years ago? When was that?
I'm not too sure anymore, but it was definitely invented by Lynn. And for a long time, people thought, okay, it's only working in the upper left, so it's a little bit of an imbalanced starting position. But time went by, and people figured out how to do that. Robe of the Magi for Lynn, and Sowen on the other side sold his item already. I didn't see what it was. Probably Belt of Giant Strength or something.
Yeah. Didn't quite see it either. He was so fast to sell it. But if he sold it, it must have been Belt or maybe Flute.
Yeah.
But anything else, pretty much you want to keep from that camp. So a little unfortunate here for Sowen. That robe doesn't look so amazing on the Blade Master either. But it is quite a bit more mana for a bit more Windwalk, which in the right hands can definitely make a difference.
Exactly. And the item can switch hands later on for the Shadow Hunter, and we all know how mana hungry that agility hero is. So in the long run, why not? Also good to note that nobody denied the Rock Golem with the Burrow, so they're both on level 2, going for the Windwalk and Critical Strike. Gloves of Haste, #1 item for Lynn, so he can consider himself quite lucky in the early.
Circlet, so even more stats boosted here for Lynn. They might be meeting up at the shop. Yep.
Rune Braces it was in the beginning.
Ah, yeah.
We kind of forgot about
those.
that item, didn't we?
Yeah, and Org Mirror, not that big of a deal. Chain Lightning, Nuke, not something you're really worried about.
Yeah, and it doesn't reduce the hex timing, so yeah. Definitely worth a sell, that's for sure. We got dust on Sowen's side, so that might cause a little bit of a problem here. Another circlet for Lynn, that's the second one. Both are just pimping their Blade Masters.
Classic orc play to go for nowadays during nighttime when it's harder for the opponent to see you. Go for the Merc Camp pull, creep it for lots of experience, items, and the mercenaries. Especially popular against undead where you want to creep a lot, but also in mirror, if you can get away with it, is wonderful. But both players here aware of how beneficial that can be for the opponent are looking if the enemy might be up to those shenanigans. And in fact, Lynn is going to the enemy Merc Camp. There's no way he's going to creep this, right?
No. Sneaky. You got the Berserker. Someone was drawing out the creep. Oh no, Lynn was drawing out the creep spot, right? With his own grunt. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, cool steal. That's a little bit of damage added to Lynn's army. Costs, of course.
A player's forces
We get the Shadow Hunter on both sides. I think that's a given at this point. We definitely get it for Sowen, and for Lynn it should be ready any given time. Lynn again at the shop. Looking at the inventory, he creeps this one with the Berserker. Nice.
Whoa. And with the speed scroll, there's not too much risk here. In fact, he used the speed scroll to get out a dodge. Finds the flute, which isn't that good. It helps the walkers and the Kodos a little bit, but he sells it instead for 200 gold. Might be more worth it. And finishes the rest of the camp, but that pretty much perfectly lines up to level 3.
Wow, and that's Windwalk level 2, higher duration, and that means you can roam around with the Blade Master and creep solo with your Shadow Hunter to get a faster level 3. And we've been casting this game for 12 years, Remo, and what do you think? How many times did we mention how important a level 3 Shadow Hunter is?
Yeah, in many matchups. In this one here, to be properly able to fight, and also against Undead, for example. Lynn with the Grunt out on the map very aggressively, and he's going to lose that one to a Hex. No chance to save it, or is there?
Deny.
Gets off the deny. But what was that Grunt doing there? I do have to wonder. Sowen now feels himself with an advantage, wants to push forward. Especially getting the Berserker would be great. That's so much experience you can gain. But nope. Lynn goes back with a Scroll of Speed. Is that both Scrolls of Speed used by him? Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
right?
Okay, that really limits his aggressive potential now in the mid game.
True. Sowen playing a good game so far. He is, of course, the big underdog. We touched on that in the early game, but so far doesn't look like it, I feel. First Raider is out. Items are decent. Nothing overwhelming, but the experience bar rises, and that's not the case for Lynn, as he had to step back a little due to the use of speed scrolls and the grunt loss. But now the stealing magpie is in. Gets hexed though, and he got it, by the way. But yeah, a little bit of damage here. Gloves of haste for him as well. Cool steal.
Yeah, Soin was trying to pick it up, being very close there with the Shadow Hunter, but Lynn with the faster fingers. Soin looking for the blade with a Blade Master for the opponent's creeping, but this is a big map. If you haven't seen your opponent for a while, it's hard to find him. This Blade Master can certainly still be annoying from Lynn as well, but once there's 2 Raiders plus Dust with Hex, this Blade Master can also be killed.
Shadow Hunter gets a Boulder Toss. Blade Master's right here with lots of mana. Needs to be disabled soon, trying to get the grunt, but Sowen's micro seems to be on point today. Getting out of a dicey situation. That could have hurt a lot more.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, still doing a very good job here being annoying, and the Blade Master just solo creeps the Warlord. Wow. With those items and that level, I guess it works, and he finds this Sobe Mask.
How good is the
Very
Ring of
good.
Protection in a situation like that? Oh, Blade Master comes in, has empty slots. Raider is almost down, needs to use a heal wave. That's nothing you want on level 1, obviously. Boulder Toss again. Blade Master, who got it? Oh, bigger mana for Sowen. And I guess that was the experience as well. Not 100% sure.
Oh my god. Dude, is it just me, or do Shadow Hunters in Orc Mirror on this map always get crazy mana pool?
Well,
Look at Lynn's Shadow. He's got plus, what is that, 300 mana or something?
It is kind of true with the Pendant of Energy on his side. On the other side, we got a lot of mana regeneration with the Sobi Mask, more mana pool with the Mantle, and of course the big mana potion, man. There's gonna be a lot of healing in the first big fight.
Which might be coming any second now. They're moving towards the middle. On the lake. Attempting to fight soon. Where are the end snares gonna go? This is gonna start off the fight. We have no Kodos here yet. Lynn engages in. Raiders attacking Raiders right away. We have Spirit Link everywhere. Disenchants here, very important. Heal scroll timings and heal wave, very important. Lynn has a heal scroll of his own. They both have one, so it seems to be a fairly even fight. Lynn is gonna be the first one here to lose Raider. That limits his aggressive potential with the Ensnare now being gone, and the Berserker also going to be going down. There's a lot of experience going Sowen's way, who is getting closer to level 3 Shadowhunter, but they still both need a little bit.
Yeah, heal waves rattling through now, disabling the Blade Master for a little bit less damage. Lynn is about to lose another grunt here. Sowen's fight, I like it a lot. Heal scroll used, now focusing the Kodos. A little late for a typical Orc Mirror fight. There was a lot of attention to the Raiders and the grunts, but this is what we usually see. Everything thrown onto the big fat Kodo Beast, and it works in the end. Sowen's gotta be a little careful with his Blade Master. Mana pool is very limited. He popped the potion already.
Both seem to be losing units fairly equally. Very important here to keep on mass producing from the main to get these reinforcements as quickly as you can. But Sowen might get the upper hand here in this engagement now. Oh, but more Raiders are streaming in. That's 2 more Ensnares. That should lead to 2 more kills. Who's going to reach level 3 Shadowhunter first? Who's going to be able to have that upgraded heal wave? There it is. We have it now on the Shadowhunter. He has 1 more heal wave left, and that's a level 2 one. This certainly swings the fight more in Lynn's direction now.
Wow, Lynn still at 50 supply. That shows you how quickly he's reproducing these units. Going for the walkers first, catches a hex, but the heal wave right after. The reaction speed of Lynn, impeccable. That man might be above 30, but his reactions are still on point.
Yeah, taking a good fight here. 3 Raiders suddenly. Didn't the fight start off with him losing a Raider? Oh,
Yep.
1 gets devoured now. Loses a walker here. We have a Raider as well coming back for Sowen. Seems like he didn't necessarily need to get devoured there, but still a decent fight, I believe. As the dust settles here, both retreat back out of mana. They need to get clarities, maybe some mana potions. And Sowen is actually out of lumber.
Sowen is out of lumber. He's only at 44 supply and needs more items. So he needs army, he needs items, he needs lumber. And Lynn, this feels really comfortable. Balanced resources, 50 supply. He can go for the items. Sowen focuses on the mana potion on the Shadowhunter. The Sobi Mask helps him, of course, a lot now. But there should be some time for Lynn, who already has the level advantage. Critical Strike level 2 is knocking on his door. Sowen, what do? Make a pit stop at the shop? Yes, that's exactly what he does, giving the mercenary camp to Lynn.
The heal scrolls here will be very important. And of course, finally level 3. Was Lynn getting a big heal pot? Slippers are nice. Big heal pot oftentimes doesn't find any use. For example, in that last fight, the heroes were barely getting threatened. Towards the very end, the Blade Master was dropping low. But that doesn't even necessarily happen all the time. But now with level 4s being acquired, there's also the crit getting upgraded. But we don't have any claws here so far, so the bonus damage isn't that crazy.
I was about to disagree with you, but you saved yourself last second. Yeah, there was a little attention on the Blade Master of Lynn, but usually you only focus the Blade Master when the fight is already over and won. This is a scary situation for Sowen. He's approaching the red spot, and guess what? Lynn sees it immediately.
Ooh, is there a dust? Is he gonna reveal?
Oh! Staff of Silence! And he got it! He's gotta be careful.
The heal pot gonna be useful now. I have to eat my words here.
Oh man, he can disable the walkers and the Shadowhunter now. If he hits all of them, that's huge. Kodo Beast and Snare and focus right away. Level 4 for the Blade Master. Level 2 critical strike, as you said before. A lot of attention on the Raiders again on Sowen's side. So Lynn is losing that one. Grunt goes down for him. But this next Kodo Beast is under attack. This time it's Lynn's side. But Sowen has to disengage, as his Blade Master would love to have a greater heal potion now.
Oh, the Kodo gets off the snack as well. Can be healed up further. Clarity's running. But the Shadowhunter for Sowen has much more mana. That's his upside here. But his army seems to be much smaller in comparison.
Absolutely. Still at 50. Immediately reproducing. Also has 800 gold. Can make use of that shop. Heal wave. The mana potion was used on Lynn's Shadowhunter. How far can we take this fight?
Soin is fighting his way back into this. The superior mana definitely making a difference. Heal waves and spirit links everywhere. Taking out that Kodo, such a big deal. Can Soin keep it alive further? Yep. With the next heal wave, at least for a little bit, but the crits are raining in. Not that high, but at 150, still noticeable. Everything's dropping low again on both sides. Nice ethereal into heal wave right there. Fully healed up again is the Walker, but that was the last bit of Lynn's mana.
There was a sweet min-maxing here by Sowen, dropping the mantle, then popping the potion. The effect is very little, but, you know, in these Orc Mirror fights, you need every tiny bit of advantage you can possibly get. And everything is dropping down to red now. Who's gonna lose more? Raider down, Walker down, another Raider falls for Sowen. Fight on a knife's edge, apparently. Maybe it's down to the Blade Masters at the ending moments of this fight.
Yeah, Lynn with a lot of gold here, by the way. 900 almost, perhaps isn't reproducing as well as he could. Kodo comes back in, getting over Devour would be a big deal. Shadowhunter in trouble as well. Getting ensnared, might be falling, trying to make it to the shop for an invul or for a TP. Perhaps a heal scroll might be the best. He's going for the heal scroll now. Yeah, that has some very good value. A new Walker is here that is more Spirit Link if he needs it. And again, Lynn holds, forces Sowen back, but that was on the verge of tipping in Sowen's favor.
Yeah, but now 7 supply lead for Lynn once again, and he's tier 3! Lynn made it to tier 3 on the back of this fight. Oh my god. Warsong Battle Drums, Lightning Orb, Master Walkers, Tiny Great Hall.
And Tiny Great Hall would seem perhaps a little greedy, but maybe he can afford it. That Staff of Silence, honestly, I'm not too impressed. Yeah, he sells it. It's just like you get off a silence, but you never hit everything, and then one Walker just uses one dispel, and then it's gone. If there's enough Walkers, I guess you can't play that too well. So he sells it for more gold, and that is not yet the Tiny Great Hall, but it is the Orb of Lightning. It's a mana potion. Oftentimes you like to go tier 3 as well. I mean, third hero with tier 3, but I guess Lynn doesn't have any supply open. A TC could help out pretty well.
It would be sweet indeed. For Aura, for Stun. Katka's Gem of Health. In the end, there was a little bit of hero focus, so having that Katka's Gem, not bad, but we get, oh my god, Pendant, Robe, now Evasion as well, giving it to the Blade Master.
Yeah, that boosts up his EHP a lot. Blade Master already has a lot of armor, and with that now he has 15% miss chance. Creeping up a little bit more, getting closer to level 5. Blade, who has a lot of bonus damage now, thanks to the Kodo Aura. Another big item for the Shadow, which is the Flute. At this point, with so many range units, I guess you should even keep it.
Yeah, it's good for the Walkers, it's good for the Shadowhunter, it's good for the Kodos, as you said. So, now the next fight. Does Sowen have any chance? He has no consumables. Lynn is geared up to its teeth. This should be a pretty one-sided fight, if you ask me. 1-1 upgrades against 1-0. Lynn is once again losing Raiders, but I'm not too sure if that's the right focus fire or the right target in the first moments of the fight. Now a lot of attention onto that Kodo. He really wants to get rid of it, especially since that Kodo has the Warsong Battle Drums. It takes forever, and 2 heal waves and a lot of healing, but he gets it now.
Both almost dying at the same time. There's level 5 for the Blade Master now, meaning level 3 critical strike. Lots of mana as well, by the way, for more Windwalk to be coming in. Shadowhunter ensnared, in trouble. New Kodos come in, though. Everything is clumped up on one small spot. Are they looking for a treasure chest? What's happening? Did the loot drop over there? This is kind of weird.
Maybe
now
it's kind of cold.
disentangle from each other.
Cuddle a little, but he sees, okay, without items I can't do anything. Lynn takes map number 1 and is 1 map away from winning Group B.
Alright, solid performance. Lynn showing why he's so feared and so strong in this Orc Mirror. It didn't even start off too well. Losing that Grunt in the early mid-game stages definitely hurts, but Lynn made it back to safety with the speed scroll, and he recovered, creeping pretty well. I think the Blade Master slowing down the Shadows creeping at that Merc camp really bought himself a lot of time where his own Shadowhunter could creep up very well. And he didn't quite make it to level 3 to take that first big fight, but on level 2 versus level 2, Lynn still did a pretty damn good job. He just knows exactly what to do in these Orc Mirror fights.
That's absolutely true. He's been the dominator of this matchup for the past 12 years, I think. No one really came close at one point. He had an 80% win rate in tier 1 tournaments, which is surreal. But yeah, there was a 40 rank difference in Elo between these two, and it didn't really show. It wasn't as dominant as people might think. But yeah, Sowen, some cool moves, but in these mirror matches, man, one misstep, one little movement that goes into the wrong direction, and you fall behind. And then sometimes it's one raider, one Kodo, one unit, one item that makes the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Our second map gonna be Terrana Stand, and that's another very big map with lots of items to find. In Europe, there's a lot of variety nowadays in Orkmira, especially thanks to Farseer and Headhunter play. Does that have any legs to stand on in our Asian pro scene?
Well, Sowen is very experimental when it comes to his builds, especially in Orkmira. He is also, next to Linguagua, or let me say inspired by the Grand Linguagua, a player who might dish out a TC Headhunter build from time to time. And when you're already eliminated and there's not too much on the line, why not go and have some fun?
Yeah, we have seen that successful by him in the past. It was against Focus, was it not? I believe it was. Very fun build, can be really good. But I've also seen Lynn dismantle that quite impressively in the past. I think no matter what you do in Orkmira against Lynn, you're not gonna have an easy ride ahead of you, of course. With Lynn now, for him, it's looking good. He takes the 1-0 lead over here. He only needs one more map to make it out of Group B in first place.
Yeah, and then he would surpass Infi and go into the playoffs with a 3-0, which is pretty impressive. Not too many players can say that about themselves. Only Fly so far, and the third prospect for that stat is surprisingly Chaemiko in a group with 120 and Moon. He could make it happen later today. It's going to be our second set. Here at the World Cyber Games, we always play the full best of 3, so even if Lynn wins now, we're going to have the third map between them.
Yeah, in Group A, it's the most open still, I guess, who can make it in first, second, or third place. Could still be each and every one of them. 120, Chaemiko, and Moon still all have a chance. Linguagua barely didn't make it.
He just wanted to give the others some space, you know. He's dominating the world in other tournaments. He just, you know.
Yeah, of course.
At least what I'm telling myself, to not get too sad about my man Linguagua being eliminated.
Yeah, you know, where some Chinese fail, other Chinese thrive, like Colorful, for example. So you have to ask your question, which horse do you want to back, you know?
Yeah, we go that route now. What about your favorite Orc player, Hug? Where is he in this World Cyber Games? Do you want to touch on that a little? Can I poke on that a little?
You know, he's still young. He's still discovering the world. His time's gonna come.
Okay. Our time comes for map number 2. It's Terrana Stand.
Alrighty. We have Lynn in the bottom right here in the red. Sowen in the top left. I guess we shouldn't expect anything too crazy from Lynn, but what's Sowen gonna do? Well, so far it looks pretty standard.
Yeah.
We have normal altar timing and no war mill. This might just very well be Blade Master.
This could, in a crazy world, be TC Headhunters versus Shadowhunter Pit Lord, but I guess they take this very, very seriously. No war mill.
With the Windwalk getting buffed soon, you know, you may have noticed this is kind of obsessing me.
What, Windwalk?
I mean mirror
image.
Sorry.
Ah, yeah.
Mirror image. Do you think in this matchup it's gonna have any kind of relevance?
Well, if you have illusions in the fight and use Spirit Link on them, that adds a lot to the Spirit Link pool. Shadowhunter it is!
We forgot about the Shadow Pit Lord, of course. Oh, both are doing it!
Well, I said, I kind of called it. Lynn especially. Yes, okay. I said, in a crazy world, this could be TC Headhunters versus Shadowhunter Pit Lord. Never listening to me, huh? But yeah, Lynn kind of invented this, I guess, at the Blizzard Invitation 2018. He showed it already against Undead, that was. And then more and more orcs picked it up on this map. Why is Shadowhunter Pit Lord like exclusively played on Terrana Stand?
It's because you can creep really, really well. The Shadowhunter on this map, it was shown in the past, also against Night Elf, with the proper creep route, especially with using lots of Lightning Shield, can creep very, very fast. You get the Merc Camp support early. The Serpent Wards help out quite a bit. You can go for level 2 Serpent Wards quickly, level up fast after that as well. And you get a lot of consumable items, but I think it has a lot to do with just the nature of how the creep camps work. You have Lightning Shield to make use of, and a lot of them are medium armor, so the grunts also do well against it, plus you get out the Serpent Wards quickly. Lynn was trying to delay here and prevent the Lightning Shield. He was able to delay it, wasn't able to prevent it. And here we can see it now. If you use the spells from the creeps against themselves by manipulating the AI, you can creep this camp super fast with the Lightning Shield, as we can see right here. And that is going to be a quick level 2 for both.
Okay, on the one hand side, we got Wand of Mana Stealing. That can always be nice. Of course, Mantle of Intelligence, more mana is also very nice. On the other side, Slippers for a little bit of damage and Greater Heal Potion. Heal Wave committed by Sowen. Lynn still a little indecisive.
A player's forces are under attack.
I suppose he's considering whether he should go Serpent Wards. Shouldn't Serpent Wards always be decent against Orc? Like in Mirror? You can always spam them behind your grunts and attack the enemy grunts. I guess once grunts fall against raiders, they really don't do that well. Against walkers, they could, but for that, you know, it's hard to be in range. So maybe you don't even want to go Serpent Wards here.
Interesting decisions. I wonder how often they played this mirror. Like, you play Blade Master, Shadowhunter, Raider, Walker, Kodo for 15 years. Tens of thousands of games with that style, with that strategy. Shadowhunter, Pit Lord, maybe not too much.
Oh, and Lynn was wise to hold on to his skill point. He now can use his Hex to take out the enemy Berserker and the Grunt. Oh my god, that would be absolutely gut-wrenching. Sowen is creeping, super greedy. He's not even walking home. He wants to finish this camp. He's gonna get it. I believe that's level 3, but losing 2 units in the early game for that.
Can a Greater Mana Potion make up for that? I don't think so.
I would prefer to be in Lynn's position here. Faux shizzle.
Okay. Interesting. We do have Serpent Wards too by Sowen. Is he preparing some kind of tower push? It's a nice little move to go for the burrows, but in the long run...
He's gonna cancel both though. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. There's no second hero yet. Oh, you're right. Bye-bye second hero, but almost bye-bye Grunt.
I think that was a bit of a macro mistake by Lynn, having that third burrow up so late.
Yep.
But he's staffing home now. Ooh, that burrow might be going down as well.
The Serpent Wards, man. Crazy. That was a nice push that Lynn didn't expect. And if you can fool Lynn, then you know you did something very, very right.
Wow, this is so expensive. Alright, Sowen is fighting his way back well into this match. But finally, the rest of the army for Lynn is going to return. The Shadowhunter was first with the Telly staff, but now the rest will arrive as well. Oh, the little rabbit running away.
He's so fast. Okay. Time to consolidate a little for Lynn. He can build some tier 2 buildings now, but of course Sowen does the same. And he's up at 33 supply, can go up to 40. And also Lynn, like 3 burrows. That's quite some gold. That's quite some lumber. And Sowen can start leveling the Pit Lord, and what a welcoming gift in the claws of attack.
He's making the totem, Torrent Totem, before the burrows. That's kind of weird. But okay. Lynn still wants to make use of his Hex, find more kills. But the Shadow Priest is still alive, so there's Dispel against the Hex. He gets one more Grunt with the Speed Scroll and the right clicks. Seems like Lynn shouldn't be able to fight here, but somehow he is.
Well, it's Lynn. I've seen him win fights without a Blade Master. I've seen him win fights without a Shadowhunter. So why not win fights without an army?
And now he's got his own Pit Lord. Oh, okay, so he did have burrows coming up. We just didn't see where they were. So now it's Shadow Pit Lord against Shadow Pit Lord. They are both going for Cleave first. Not for Howl of Terror, despite how effective it is.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't work against Serpent Wards, though.
And for Grunts, I mean, yeah, it's a good percentage, but effectively, what does it really do? Oh, Lynn, you god! What a block, what a hex! And he kills the second hero. Unbelievable. Sowen is trying to go for the counter kill, but that doesn't seem to be working. One grunt dies anyway. Dude, Lynn, he's a very good player.
Yeah. Just a tiny mistake there. The heal wave a little bit too late, but other than that, looking really good. This hex has been insanely effective. The Serpent Wards were as well, but the hex perhaps even more so. We have a Bestiary coming now, Walkers as well, and Lynn is taking not quite the supply lead, but he's stacking up as well more on items.
+6 for him as well. He's a little hurt, might need some salves here and there, and also regen mana. But that's about it. Oh, he tried to trap him with the Serpent Wards. Shadowhunter, I guess, is already regenerating. Should have the mana for a heal wave. There we go. Oh, so, and this was kind of your game to take. 2 claws of attack for Lynn now.
But okay, we're still pretty even in experience. Pretty even in supply. In fact, pretty damn even in supply and experience. So this is still anybody's game. Lynn is gonna creep at the shop now. Healed scrolls, always very important in Orkmura, but with Cleave coming into the mix, even more so.
Indeed, that is a passive that gives you a little splash damage for your right clicks, in case you're not too familiar with the Pit Lord, as he's not really a standard hero compared to a Blade Master Shadowhunter, for example. So both take a step back. Oh, Devotion Aura is wonderful. 2 more armor for everything in your army.
Really, really good. It's all right-click damage here. We have no nuke, so this is gonna mitigate damage a lot. Funny interaction with Cleave. Cleave actually ignores armor, but everything else will be affected. So we have 2 Shadowhunters being harassing heroes here. Lynn against the creeping of Sowen, and Sowen going for the burrows once again with the... Wait a minute, is he just dead now, though? Oh! Didn't think about the staff! Hex! Surround! And that big healing won't save you.
Oh my. Ah, Sowen, you had this wonderful, wonderful early tier 2 push. And maybe you got a little complacent.
Yeah. I guess he felt he had to do something with the shadow, be disruptive and be annoying with the wards, and creep the Pit Lord in the meantime. But this hex has just been working wonders for Lynn.
Yeah, that's the big difference in skills, right? They both got heal wave, even though on a different level. Sowen was going for the damage, Lynn was going for the utility, and for once, remote damage did cut it.
Yeah. Hex in the right hands, especially early, but in the later stages, also with proper timing, can be really good. And that's going to be level 3 now for the Pit Lord for Lynn. Gonna get 1 of Mana Steal for the Shadow. That's not too bad. And with the level 3, he's probably going to go level 2 Cleave. That's going to be a lot of AoE damage.
Yeah. More and more creeping. This might be a creep jack, but this is a wonderful spot for the Pit Lord, as you hit pretty much all of the creeps with 1 swipe. Is there a time? No, Sowen, like, he's losing this arms race here, man. Oh, especially on the Shadowhunter. Ooh, heal wards are kind of sweet.
That is one of the best items for Orc, just in the game. And then he's going for a push. He's taking a gander if there's still a heal scroll available. Yep, there is. And one of Illusion on the ground. Oh no! Want to give that over to the Shadowhunter once he came out, and Lynn is gonna take that gift gladly.
Yeah, I think he's kind of gifted the 2-0 now. It's a little late to kill the Shadowhunter, but man, this looks so good. The levels look so good. The supply is even, but the upgrades... Okay, actually speaking in favor of Sowen. Still, this fight should always go to Lynn.
It should. But let's see how it goes. Pit Lord positioning here, very important. How much are they gonna hit with their cleaves? And of course, Kodos as well. In fact, speaking of Kodos, there seems to be only one here for Sowen. Few raiders getting hexed as well. That is only something that Lynn can do. Serpent Wards, how effective are they? It seems like they're getting taken out by the ranged army of Lynn quite effectively, very quickly. We do have 2 Kodos now for Sowen. If they gotta get off some Devours, perhaps he can swing this around.
That would be crazy if he turned this around. Kodo eats something. Walkers and Berserkers not part of this fight for Lynn. But where does it go from here? He's trying to retreat. And I think does so successfully. Loss of a grunt, but... Oh, loss of a Kodo would hurt.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pitlord is trying to find the connection again. Wants to get the angle right to do a lot of damage, and he does do so now. Sowen's Pitlord a little hurt over there as well. He's a tanky boy, but he's feeling the pain now. Hits level 4. He found a lot of kills over here. He's finding more and more kills. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Lynn is dropping in supply quickly.
Yep. But now, same goes for Sowen, who's losing a Raider and a Grunt. Spirit Link, of course, the rubber band effect from that spell. It's very, very good for a long time. But at one point, everything is kind of deep in the red. And then if you don't retreat at the right time, Spirit Link can actually punish you.
He got another grunt there as well. That seems to have been a great fight for Sowen. But more reinforcements are coming in. Okay, a lot of supply is queued here. For Lynn. Going to level 5 Shadowhunter soon as well. And then level 3 Heal Wave is going to be very helpful indeed. Another big item here from the Taskmaster.
Belt.
Belt of Giant Strength. Pitlord, one of the few heroes where it's pretty good.
Pitlord, Tank Lord, especially with the ring on top of it. What kind of difference will this level 5 Shadowhunter make that's about to be there for Lynn?
Should be a really big one. The Heal Wave becomes a lot better. A few more stats as well, but of course about the Heal Wave. I would be greatly surprised if he goes into Hex. Hex can be pretty good to limit the effectiveness of the Pitlord, but there's always seems to be mana to dispel against that from the Walkers. Is it even enough though to get level 5 here with the Pitlord soaking up experience as well? Gets the Talisman. Oh, look at that Pitlord, dude. He's like a raid boss with that inventory.
Evasion as well, yeah, absolutely true. And the Heal Wave on top of it. This will take forever to kill this Pitlord. Shouldn't be the target at all.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, earlier it was... Oh, wait, did he retrain? He
yeah,
did retrain
Serpent Wards it is.
Wards. Okay.
Hex has probably run its course as it's more about bigger armies now.
Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean he's gonna go into level 3 snakes, perhaps?
Does that make sense? Isn't Heal Wave always better?
Level 3 Serpent Ward is pretty crazy, though. 50 damage.
Yeah, but it's also piercing damage. Raiders in front. Well, against Grunts and Walkers is great, as you said before, but... Heal Wave, man. So, Pitlords right next to each other. Kodo's in the fight. Sowen is pushing into Lynn's base. Of course, reinforcements way quicker. The Pitlords in pretty much a perfect spot, especially the one of Sowen.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on over here. Kodo's getting ensnared, not getting too many... the Serpent Wards and the Kodos, or the Serpent Wards attacking the Kodos, doing a good job. It's Serpent Wards killing Serpent Wards. It's the Snake Massacre over here. Both running out of mana pretty fast on the Shadowhunter, spamming their spells, of course.
Lynn lost another Walker. Kodo is falling for Sowen. And still so many Serpent Wards, and they are in range of the Walkers. Lynn is not moving them back. Look at the damage of the 4 snakes. Surreal. Everything is so hurt. Sowen is about to drop 10 supply as well. Who's Pitlord gonna get out the better cleaves?
Alright, level 5 Shadowhunter. Oh my god, so much is falling over here. Lynn is plummeting.
Forces are under attack.
He did go for level 3 Serpent Wards, by the way.
It's a slobber knocker, Remo. It's an absolute slobber knocker.
It looks like Sowen's about to win this, though.
Don't count out the comeback potential of Lynn. But he's about to equal level 5. Now level 5 for the Pitlord of Sowen.
Yeah, and he's about to hit level 5 Shadow as well.
Oh, 2 more units about to die. 3 maybe. Huh. It's not that Lynn has this 100% guaranteed. This is a fun game.
Sowen pushing forward. He doesn't have any mana anymore. That's the big problem. No more snakes. No more Serpent Wards. Oh, and now we're on the chase. These Kodos. Have they eaten anything?
I'm not too sure, dude.
Look at 7 more damage. Look at 7 more damage.
So crazy against Kodos and Walkers. I never thought that Sowen would be able to position the Serpent Wards in a way that Lynn is having his Walkers in range. If that's, of course, the case, then these things are monsters.
Yeah, I think the really smart thing there by Sowen was killing enemy Serpent Wards with his own, and then he had way more snakes in the pit and did so much more damage. But Lynn, okay, this is still a back and forth. We have a bit of a supply lead here still for Sowen, but it seems to be closing. One more Walker might be going down.
And Snare. Shadow Hunter, there's nothing to save him. Can he block him? It was close there. That would have been a dead Shadow Hunter. 50 average damage, dude. 50. I think I've never seen an Orc Mirror with level 3 Serpent Wards. On both sides.
That's pretty cool, man. Alright, so Lynn is also gonna get level 5
Players'
Pit Lord
forces are under
here
attack.
from the last camp. Or not the last camp, but one of the last. Level 3 Cleave for this raid boss.
Yeah, with the 2 claws. That's a pretty big upgrade.
But that's one thing also about Sowen was I guess we didn't mention yet. They don't get hit by Cleave. Exactly why, nobody knows. Serpent Wards has, or Wards in general, have very weird interactions with everything. But they don't get hit by Cleave. Just by normal right clicks. Oh, Sowen now. Far ahead in supply though. He gets a freebie as well.
33 supply only. Is there a chance we see Doom? I've never seen Doom in Reforged, I think. But yeah, Lynn is about... Oh my god, he's actually killing the raid boss. 1 million EHP, but worth nothing. GG! Sowen ties up the series in a very unique Orc Mirror.
Damn. You know, that's what we talked about. The special strats, the off-meta play. That is Sowen's strength. That's where he shines. Lynn tried to follow with his own flashy Shadow Hunter play with Pit Lord. Hex very good early. A little underwhelming late game. The Serpent Wards for him came out a little bit too late. And I think with the Shadow Pit Lord play, Sowen may have more experience actually than Lynn does. Lynn normally shines the most in Standard, which I assume we're going to see him return to on the 3rd map. But hey, suddenly there's an upset in the air.
Yeah, another one this week. What a week this would be, man. Colorful 2-1 TH, Sowen 2-1 Lynn, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. The next map will probably be a little more standard, and then, yeah, it's a giant task to take a map off of Lynn in a straight-up Orc Mirror. But the next map will not be as item-dependent as Twisted Meadows was.
Yeah, gonna be much more standard, most likely. Much more Blade Master focus, I would at least imagine, from Lynn's side, certainly. And it's still psychologically a nice benefit here for Sowen, seeing that he can get the victory here, even if it was with Shadow Pit Lord, which isn't the most reliable. Certainly not on every map. But man, still fighting his way back after that horrible early game, losing a Headhunter, a Berserker, and a Grunt early on. But now we go on to Northern Isles. Shadowhunter Pitlord here, definitely very, very doubtful. This is a map where Farseer Headhunters actually works kind of well. But again, that is mostly seen in Europe.
I'm going out on a limb here. I'm saying Sowen plays TC Headhunters on this map. Northern Isles is the TC Headhunters map. It's rarely seen anywhere else. But on Northern Isles, I've seen it 3 times in the past 2 years.
Yeah. That's also where he defeated Focus, I believe it was, in that
Yes.
crazy game. And I would love to see it. Absolutely.
You have no
The
hope,
map,
right? Don't stop believing.
No, I think it's almost 50-50 between that or Standard for Sowen here. Maybe even more than that. Yeah, the map works pretty well. You can creep camps very well by pulling them out and then attacking with range units, aka Headhunters. Also, there's lots of heavy armor involved, where the Headhunters do better than the Grunts usually. And yeah, the creeping of the TC, of course, would be crucial. The hero can be very strong in the late game if he gets to level 4, level 5. We all know how strong Stomp can be, or at least currently still is.
Looking forward to that. With these guys, you never really know. Lynn is, of course, taking this 100% series now. About Sowen, yeah, I think there's a chance he just wants to have fun, making a name for himself, and what better way than playing off-meta strategies?
Would be wonderful to see.
Played
What
it
a great variety as well. Orc Mirror, I think, is in a pretty good spot right now. It's still mostly Blade Master, but there's lots of things to be seen. And now Sowen. Can he get the 2-1 here against all odds?
Could be a third Orc Mirror with 3 different first heroes in it. Magnificent. Afterwards, of course, we have the decision for the playoffs between Moon and Chaemiko. So don't go anywhere. We got Lynn in the upper right on Northern Isles, and we got Soin in the blue bottom left. Tomorrow, by the way, we have Lawlight versus Sock, also a decision match, and Michael versus Focus, also a decision match.
That's an early altar right there.
Yeah, I'm not liking my chances here.
So
But
when you
it
go
could just be TC Grunts, then Headhunters.
Yeah, that's an early peon on Lumber. Is he gonna use 9 supply peon for the War Mill? Then it could be Farseer Headhunters. What's he doing?
Come on.
What's he doing? There's no barracks, boys. This is definitely
Could
off
be
meta.
Farseer. Yeah, it could be Farseer. The tension in the air, the electricity, can you feel it?
He made another building. So it's an early shop, I believe, for So. It seems like Blade Master early shop harass.
Does he want to harass the... Blade Master. How unfortunate! Does he want to harass the Tusker camp?
Interesting. When you don't go for grunts early, it can be difficult, but of course, if you're harassing Blade Master, you can steal last hits on the other side and keep your opponent busy. Can be very beneficial, but not having grunts can quickly turn into a problem if suddenly you get pushed by the opponent, and he does have grunts, attacking your burrows, forcing repair, maybe killing a burrow. But base-to-base distance is pretty damn long on Northern Isles, so it's rare to see Grunt and Blade Master pushing into the enemy's base, at least early on. We want to look for creeps, rather. So I don't mind this early here. Sowen is going for a bit of a gamble, hoping that his harass works out well and getting off to a good start in the early game.
And a fast attack, of course, maybe with that a little edge on the Shadowhunter creeping. And of course, Lynn wants items as fast as possible, starting with the little nulls. That is standard. And with that, very limited harassment potential for Sowen, I'd say.
Goes for the circlet. Not for the dust.
He's going straight into the main. Is canceling the burrows again the call? To prevent the Shadowhunter? To get an early tech and prevent the Shadowhunter for a little? But he just started the tech that... I'm not too sure.
Question is, how long can he keep this up? How long can he prevent the burrow? It's certainly very annoying. Lynn is going to be stuck here on one grunt only for a long time.
It's a fun play. He prevents the new burrow on the spot. Lynn knows where he is, kind of. The healing gets cancelled, but yeah. What's there to do now? Attacking peons, I guess. There's a big question. Will this delay the Shadowhunter or not?
I imagine by that time the burrow should have come up. You could also make just 2 burrows right now. One on the left, one on the right. One of them should finish. But yeah, speaking of finishing, Sowen's tech here is about
player's
to.
forces are
And
under
Lynn,
attack.
where are your burrows, my man? He's got 800 gold, 300 lumber.
Yeah, good question. Good question. Same situation as it was on Terranas, kind of. They are the 2 burrows and it should line up, or at least a minimal delay. Blade Master's trying to get in again, not too much healing. Always using the backstab on a peon and then switching over to the burrow. Again, a little sign of min-maxing. Getting that one. Is he able to get the second one as well? Oh, Lynn blocking the surface area to the burrow so he can't attack! He's such a dog!
Oh my god.
He's such a god.
Alright, that was crazy. But again, more than 1,000 gold for Lynn. Why isn't he making more burrows? I guess he wants to go for totem, but he's still got plenty of resources. But in fact, the Shadow Hunter is delayed.
Yeah, true. Game plan works out for now.
A player's
For
forces are
Sowen.
under attack.
Can we build Lynn a statue somewhere?
Yeah. Honestly, there should have been one erected a long time ago. After WGL, you know?
Why is there no Lynn statue in mind, Remo? Come on, use your esports money for something useful.
I'm gonna ask the church if we can maybe get the collection plate involved in that. After all, Lynn is almost a god.
It is a worship-worthy god
A
indeed.
player's forces are under attack.
Serpent wards first. What?
Well, it worked out great last game.
Okay. Interesting. Huh.
He has something planned here, I feel.
So with you playing Blade Master though and just normal Raider Walker, I think you have to go Heal Wave level 2 on level 3, right? But if you do get to level 4 Shadow Hunter, I suppose, that could be pretty good, but that's a big if.
Did we see the Raider Walker build in the base? I'm not too sure. I'll try it now. Yeah, we do. Yeah, then you definitely need
player's
that.
forces
Otherwise, you
are
lose
under
every
attack.
fight.
But
Nice
Sowen
of
has shown.
Sowen to present something new for us.
Yeah, he's really good with Serpent Wards. In Org Mirror, where it's rare to see them. In Night of Mirror, we all know how it works. You run the grunts forward, Serpent Wards behind, and then attack the Huntresses and use the Purge to find the kills and stuff. But here, rare to see.
Blade Master comes in, ready for the steal on the Tuska. Might be a little early. Yeah, can't prevent level 2 anymore. So finally Windwalk unlocked. He was playing the entire time with crit only. Oh, both gambling for the backstab, but the Sentry Ward and the Hex, and that is the Blade! Dead. Ouch.
And that's a little sloppy, not checking for the Sentry Ward before. It hadn't been placed at the very beginning. The Shadowhunter still had that in his inventory for a long time. Oh well. It's only level 1 hero though. I mean, Fly showed us, right? You can lose level 1 hero.
You can lose level 1 Blade Masters all over the place if you're Fly. Question is, can Sowen do that as well? He got a wonderful inventory on the Shadow Hunter and a level 3 Shadow Hunter. Goes again for level 2 Serpent Wards. Unbelievable. Normal builds and empty inventory on Lynn's side.
Another subpar item with the flute here. Oh wow, pushing into the main again.
Here we go.
It's snake time again, ladies and gentlemen. No snakes on the plane, but snakes in the base. However, without a Blade Master, I guess he's coming back now though, through the middle. And yeah, make no mistakes, these Serpent Wards are very strong right now.
Lynn doesn't have a Clarity. Full mana on the Shadow Hunter, but that could hurt in the long run. And yeah, you don't want to engage into this. There's no great target for Soin now, but he got his level 3. Lynn doesn't. And that's what he wanted all game long.
This might actually be working. Losing the altar, I suppose, isn't that big of a deal.
Can he afford a shop in the back of this? It would be amazing.
Ooh, losing the burrow though, that would halt production for quite some time.
It's only 1 unit. Ah, finish him! Okay, gets
Grunt for
both.
free. These grunts take a lot of damage from these Serpent Wards. Dude!
Forces are under attack.
So,
Dude!
is he kind of doing it? Serpent Ward tier 2 push.
Oh, rip my coins!
How well thought out this was from the very, very, very beginning. Spirit Link everywhere. Blade Master for Lynn is in with the heal scroll. Heal wave there, heal scroll. I guess used as well, right?
So it's all about the mana. How much mana is there going to be? How many Serpent Wards? Blade Master in trouble, by the way. Getting ensnared. Getting focused. Almost getting killed. He has a heal scroll. Waits for it for the last second. Speed scroll and falls back.
Blade has to be careful of Sowen once again. He has the big invul. Doesn't really want to commit it early. But there it is. Lynn trying to fight his way back. Eats one Raider. Supply for Sowen still 50. And mind you, Lynn is supply stuck. He can't reproduce. But once this invul is over, Sowen might be in trouble.
Shadow has a bit more mana here. Oh, Blade Master getting attacked. Level 3. Makes it away. Lynn holds. But that was looking scary.
Yeah, and he can't get back to 50. He just built the burrow. So he's stuck at 41. Sowen has a second coming.
Shadow does need mana though. Very dry now. Not going for the heal scroll at the shop. That's kind of weird. He was just passing by there. Lynn has plenty of gold he can't spend right now on units because of that supply block, so would love that heal scroll as well.
Sowen was trying to edge out every single thing that's not necessary for this push, like not a war mill, for example, so now he can't build Kodos. Lynn is definitely ahead in that regard. Mana potion here, Blade Master level 3, Health Stone can be real nice for these contains.
He's gonna play it safe. Speed scroll, runs back. Gets ensnared though. Uh-oh. How many raiders are there for the perma ensnare? Only 2.
Yeah. And no hex. I think Lynn stabilized. Getting back to 50. Having the mana potion. Level 2 crit. Nice. And he's dealing with the Serpent Wards a lot faster now. As if he's getting used to it. The Walker's in a wonderful position to all attack the Grunt. That's so much damage.
So rewards Blade Master's job, I guess, to take them out. Speed scroll again to reposition. 2 speed scrolls here being used very quickly by Lynn. Blade Master chasing after the enemy Shadow. Kodo trying to get over Devour. He's the only one here with Kodos. Big advantage. That one gets ensnared though. Another heal wave coming through. And Lynn is out of mana again, but he has that mana potion. Uses it right here.
Blade?
Big disenchant against the Spirit Link. Blade Master, what's he doing? Level 1 Blade Master about to fall.
Only level 1 Blade, yeah, but also only level 1 heal wave to get him back up. Lynn is diving forward. Blade Master is here. Ready. Heal wave. Okay, he's safe for now. Even supply. So close. Blade burst Blade. Sowen is distracting a little with these walkers who are all very hurt. A kingdom for a heal scroll now.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Blade Master focused, but there comes the health stone.
Oh my god,
Very handy.
everything's about to die. Sowen with the level up that might have saved him here actually. And Lynn is once again
another kill as well.
Yeah, the walker might cost more. Ho ho ho, cool. Arms raised to 50 again. Sowen with the heal scroll this time.
Alright, Lynn, he's about to hit level 4. He already has crit level 2. Is it mirror image time?
Is that a new obsession, really? Mirror
Yes,
image?
it is. It is. It's so good. It's
Okay,
so awesome.
boys, buckle up for the next 2 months. You're gonna hear a lot about mirror image.
I can't wait for October 19th. Oh, it's gonna be so glorious.
Is that your birthday?
It's when the patch comes.
Ah.
Is that your birthday? You've only known me for 12 years. When's your birthday again?
I know it's January 26th.
Alright. When's Lynn's birthday? That's the real question.
December 12th? I think it's 3 days after Moon. Let me look that up.
Imagine if now we find out all the tier 1 players' birthday is in December. That's some kind of magic astrology happening in December.
December 21. I was mixing up the numbers. Sorry. No, it's not. I think Happy's birthday is in April.
Yeah, he's pretty good as well. Alright, finally some levels here on the Blade Master. Sick inventory for Sowen, by the way. Hells
Yo.
yeah. Trifecta
Yo.
and Cloak of Fuego. What's the best item here?
That's not the right word for flames.
Flames and fire. It's basically the same thing.
Oh, also Pendant of Energy. Getting better and better. Chad, what's the Spanish name for flame.
Oh, what's he gonna get? Medallion of Courage. Well, that's
Caparon.
pretty trash.
Flamenco.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good one.
Alright, another push. Sowen. Will this one work out better?
A
Dude, this
town
blade is
under
looking
siege.
scary. He's got double heal scroll as well. And pendant.
Okay, Lynn about to lose the group stage win in one of his best matchups against an absolute underdog. So where do we go? Okay, Kodo focus. Serpent Ward's far in the back. Kodo for Sowen is down.
And the Serpent Boys are not getting attacked, but they don't have the best connections either, it seems.
Not yet.
One Kodo lost here as well for Lynn, but he still has another one. Keeps that one alive. Second Kodo comes out after. Heal scroll used on Sowen's side. For Lynn, everything's dropping really low, really fast.
He also has one heal scroll, but he might be forced to use that soon. Kodos are tanking up the damage now. This one I don't think has Spirit Link. Kind of hard to say. It's dropping way too quick, so no, I don't think that was applied there. Reinforcements, of course, an advantage for Lynn, fighting right in his base.
It's all about the mana again. Who has better sustain here on the Shadowhunter? Should, of course, be Lynn with the shop in the back. Shop has not been taken out. Perhaps that was a mistake here by Sowen. Not focusing that first. Blade Master, he's surrounded. If only he had mirror image. He's got a wind walk.
What? Okay, you seem to be a little ahead of me. Here we go. Right next to the stronghold. Sowen about to drop. Windwalk and out. So that Kodo Beast will die. And then Lynn, man, he's down to 36. The Shadowhunter is super low as well.
Oh,
Is Sowen
my
really
God.
taking this? Is Sowen really taking this? He's about to drop like 10 supply as well. Blade
He's got
Master
no more
so
mana.
Player's forces
He's got
are
no more
under
mana.
my
Jesus.
close to level 5 Shadowhunter for Lynn. And close to level 5 Blade Master. Needs to heal up, needs to get some items.
If we're honest, Sowen got owned on map 1. But these other two, man, he's looking good.
Yeah.
Looking really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Where
He's
does
got the
this
hit
game
scroll.
go? What's the tipping point? Is there a tipping point?
So Lynn's about to get level 5
A
Shadow.
player's forces are under attack.
Lynn
More
is way-
claws for the... Did he just buy claws plus 9?
Wow, probably. Massacre in the middle. The poor peons getting
minute.
slaughtered. Getting close to level 5. Ensnare? Another ensnare? Nope.
Oh. That was lucky that there was no dust. Maybe he knew.
Yeah, checking the inventory should be in the skill set of a player
A
like
player's forces
Lynn.
are under attack.
Oh, he's gonna get double level 5 from these Remainer creeps. Okay, that's pretty good.
That might be a tipping point here if Sowen isn't able to catch up. And this Blade Master damage could be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be some juicy crits.
200 already for Sowen. And it's level 3 crit for Lynn. Maybe that evens out.
A player's forces
And
Looking
the
at the
cloak also
inventory.
does a lot of damage if the blade's in the right position.
Yeah. 10 damage per second to every target.
Oh, Blade Master getting caught. He has the invul. Does he have to use it already?
Interesting position here. It's a tiny bit of a choke. Who does this favor? Lots of melee units on both sides. Heal wave in a good position, but again, he's sniping that Kodo. Big grab for Sowen.
Oh, and the Kodo of his gets off a Devourer on a Raider. That's a big deal as well. There's an Ensnare taken out also.
Needs this focus now. Close to level 5 on Sowen's Shadowhunter. That could be Snake's 3 again.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Oh boy.
Heal scroll coming out. Crits. Crits higher actually for Sowen because of the better items.
Crazy, right? Oh my, so much attention to this Kodo and he doesn't even get it in the end. He's
Separate
playing
boys.
out of his mind. Great, the series. the wards. Unbelievable. One more kill for 5. But Lynn is eager to get this Kodo. Needs to get the Kodo.
Gets back a Raider. That's one more ensnare as well. Is he quickly going to use it? Oh, big heal wave coming in. Takes out the next Kodo with the Raider that he just got.
8 supply just killed in an instant. But he's about to lose 2 Raiders. The heal wave too late. And now he's down to 3 Walkers, 1 Grunt. That's his army. 2
Everything's
Grunts.
about to
Sorry,
die.
but that's just a matter of time. Level 5 now. Serpent Wards 3. 50 average damage. That's it. That must be it.
Trying to run back, but there's another ensnare.
And now a crit. That would be the perfect finish. Invo potion last second, but the walkers are down to like nothing HP. And the Shadow Archer can't get out. He can't get out. He's trapped. GG. Sowen wins and Infi wins Group B.
Wow, what a surprise. Great
What
performance
the
there by
hell?
Sowen. Map 1, we all saw what we were kind of expecting. Yesterday, TH loses. That kicks him out of the tournament. Today, Lynn loses. Not as painful for him. He still makes it through in second place after Infi. And
Wow.
Sowen, surprising the world. Very happy to see that. That's at least a decent note for Sowen to end on. It doesn't feel good when you don't make it out of the group stages, but at least he could show everyone how strong he can be in Orc Mirror with Serpent Wards. It's all about
With
Serpent Wards for
Serpent
Sowen.
Wards. Absolutely, man. That was such a fresh breath of air here in this Orc Mirror. We've never really seen this, especially not with the Blade Master opening, but this was so well thought out. Everything in the early game was used to make this strategy work, and in the end it did. Had a push and kind of failed with that push, but never gave up, clawed back, never gave Lynn the upper hand, and had crazy items, of course, as well. Lynn defeated by Sowen. So Infi wins the group with 2 wins, 1 loss, and a map score of 7. Lynn, 2 wins, 1 loss as well, but only a map score of 6. So the Chinese, despite losing to Lynn, is first in the group and Lynn second. So we could get another Orc Mirror in Lynn versus Fly.
Absolutely. Lynn versus Fly, possible. Fly versus Focus, possible, but that still has to be played out tomorrow. Michael or Focus will be making it out of Group C. We have another decision, though, to be made today, and that is from Group A. That is going to be quite the interesting match, if you ask me. Chaemiko against Moon to figure out who makes it out, along with 1-0.
Oh man, Moon, of course, an all-time great in this matchup. Had a rough start into WCG, and Chaemiko, he's with a flawless 2-0 track record at the moment after defeating 1-0. That was a big surprise for us all. I know that a lot of practice went into this series, especially on Chaemiko's side. No one wants to be eliminated. For Moon, we do have the WCG curse. We do have to crunch some numbers here. When it comes about the overall situation in the group, we will do that after a little break here that we throw you in just a second.
포인트가 될 수도 있을 것 같아요.
그렇습니다. 자, 아이템 훔치려고 하죠. 자. 섀도우 헌터가 더스트를 들고 있어요.
네.
헥스! 자, 111이에요. 헥스 걸고
3레벨이
죽이면
3레벨인데.
전서. 네, 오!
자, 13,
야!
13, 20.
깨졌어요.
깨졌나 본데요.
자.
스피드 스크롤까지 써가면서.
자, 섀도우 헌터도 일단 전사.
네, 일단 영웅은 다 잡았고요.
이거
기계가 자였는데.
제가 제일 좋아하던
기계가
저녁 때
자였는데.
제일 좋아했던.
네.
그리고 결국에 4타워 대실패. 돈이 근데 엄청 한 방에 다 빠졌거든요. 나무도 그렇고. 자, 뭐 짓고 있. 자, 저거.
설마 키메라 뭐 그런 건 아닌데.
이거는 약간 건너갔는데요.
오크의 병력 구성 자체도요. 썩 좋아 보이진 않아요.
이거 그냥
이게
포탈 탄 거 이거 그렇죠. 이거 영웅 잡으려고.
영웅이 다 잡히고 여기서 섀도우 헌터 막 3 찍히고.
야. 자, 섀도우는 일단 전사한 거
네.
같고. 그리고 근데 상대 영웅을 그래도 다 잡은 거니까 이건 대단합니다.
그렇죠.
이 아직까지.
이거
근데
불마가 뭐 주고받았나?
네,
뭐
지금
이렇게.
볼을
네,
지금
네.
섀도우한테 줘가지고. 터!
너무 잘한다. 근데 그러니까 인간적으로. 아이고 이거 설마 살리나요, 샤먼? 또 퍼지. 서펜트 깔리고. 체력.
나이스! 근데 불만.
불만은
불마가
사망 직전이에요.
조금-
불만.
포션이 없고, 포션이 아니고 저 힐링 일부가 아니거든요 지금. 살았어요.
좌회전.
그렇죠.
가다가 만났어요.
자, 이건 못 참죠. 이건
네.
못 참죠.
야,
네.
이건
자, 이거 약간 넥서스 부시기 느낌이 된 것
괜찮아요?
같은데요.
괜찮아요?
붙였어요.
아니 살았어요.
Towns under siege.
여기가 생겼다는
약간
자,
보니까
네.
그 가골 쓰는 느낌하고 좀 비슷하지 않나요? 언데드가?
그러네요.
네.
그리고 이제부터는 아처를 뽑을 수밖에 없습니다. 드라이더 체크를 했기 때문에.
드라이어드가 나오기 전에.
설마.
자, 이건 갔죠. 이거 근데 이거 때리면 불마가 죽는데. 저 이게
이게 안
사업
되죠?
불러준 상태여가지고.
그렇죠.
네.
괜히 이거 아처 잘못 끊기면 윈드라이더 상대가 안 될 수 있어요.
자, 표창 스틸!
그냥 대답하네요.
그렇죠.
한타전 들어갑니다. 요 싸움은 아처가 좋은 위치기는 한데.
그냥 불마가 한번 들어가보는 것도
네.
괜찮을 것 같아요, 뒤쪽으로.
좋은 위치긴 한데 들어가서 말씀해
자,
주시면
들어가서 밀어 이미지.
뭐 되나요? 여기서 라이프
아니, 아초 라인을 붙을 만한 지금
여기까지
밀리 병력이 없어야 돼요. 물 맞았다.
아니냐? 요거는 고민을 해봐야 돼요.
네.
막히냐 안 막히냐.
레이더 인스네. 자, 펜더. 자, 이거 아래로 내려가가지고.
펜더 잡아요.
슬슬.
이걸 못 잡네.
근데 지금 아예 그냥 뺐어야 되는데.
요거
조금
태웁니다.
놓쳤던 것 같죠?
네.
자, 레이더.
이런. 근데 시간이 들어가는 시간이 애매해서.
그렇네요.
이거 뜰 것 같아요. 이거 뜰 것 같아요.
그렇죠. 홀 치는 게 나아요. 그렇죠.
차라리.
홀 치는 게 낫죠.
와.
몇 마리가 한 마리 죽었나?
여기가.
뭐 산이에요, 산.
이거 꽝 찍는 거기 때문에 저렇게 정산이
와.
의미가 없어요. 센데요.
아니 플라이 지금 공원
주력
기조에서 지금 거번
살린다고 이거?
포탈 넘겨주고
이걸 살린다.
플라이 포탈 그리고 아크메이지를 노려요.
안에
그 아크메이지를 와 양쪽 예전에 나이테프 상대로 쪼일 때 하던 그런 느낌처럼
바로 테러 쳐야 되는데 오래 버텨요.
어이구 임페이
누가 쳐야 되는데 뭐 그냥 싸우나요? 독타 너무 많고 링크 걸렸고.
자 그리고 하우로우 테러도 한번 해줘야 돼 이거는.
전반적으로 그런 건 잘하네. 외치는 거.
그렇죠. 말도 안 되는 컨트롤 합니다 이 선수.
이러면 윈드라이더 숫자가 좀 줄어들기 시작하면 또 살렸어요.
그래도 쿵이 잘 나왔어요 이번엔.
그래도 또 살리고 말았어요.
그러면서
살리고 말았어요.
핀들을 3개, 4개를 동시에 컨트롤하고 있어요 이
지금
친구는.
왼쪽으로 끝까지 뺀 핀드 하나 있고요. 하나 살리고 추가로 하나 더 살렸어요.
와 지금 컨트롤이 지금
이거 뺐고.
아시는 분들은 아시겠지만 이건 진짜 미친 컨트롤입니다 이거.
GG.
와.
이건
휴먼 이제 임피 선수는 그게 되는 상태인데 지금
일단 볼트.
네, CC는 지금 그게 안 되고 있어요.
제가 좀 끊어. 오.
볼트.
캐논 나이프가 이 스킬이에요.
이거 맞으면 죽어요.
아이고.
워든 3렙 조사니 뭡니까 이거 갑자기. 네, 12시에 쪽 꼭 남아.
이런 거
이런 거 좋죠. 이런 거 좋죠. 그렇죠.
너무 좋아요 이런 거. 나가서
네, 그렇죠.
돌아야죠.
잘
점,
맞았어요. 오, 네. 수진이 든다. 안 뽑아요, 그다음에.
자식
네.
디펜 그리고 나서 디펜 풀고 빠르게 달라붙고 디펜
와, 때릴 때만
달라붙고
디펜.
와 고개 돌려 바로 디펜.
야. 데미지를 좀 감소시키고 있다고 봐야 되고요.
그렇죠.
근데 싸움 자체는 아예 그냥 저기 다메리치를 넣어버렸어요. 야, 저게 바로 투명 드래곤이죠?
그렇죠.
네.
지상군의 어그로를 다 끌었고 나이트가 녹아요.
데모 오래미 됐고.
게임 이상해.
오, 10, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 2. 한 마리.
6레벨만 되면 되는데 한 마리만 잡으면 되는데 한 마리. 나이트.
자, 불러내야지, 불러내야지. 근데 저기 말아봐. 저기 스태프로서 알았어요.
그래도
자,
나이트가
그럼 6레벨. 자, 변신.
메타몬포스에서.
자, 메타몬포스에서 변신 일단 성공.
자, 그러나 지금부터 과연 잡을 수 있는 유닛이 몇 기 정도나 될지. 아예 그냥 메타몬포스에서 점사해버려요. 너 나가.
근데.
너 나가.
아이고.
나가.
아이고.
우리는 체제를 바꿀 수 있는 그런 준비성.
그리고 저는 CC도 괜찮았던 것 같아요. 이거.
CC도 좋았어요.
CC도 오늘 지금 방금 경기에도 우리가 별로 이게 맞나?
키메라 맞아.
키메라가. 예.
그 중심.
다들 밥 맛있게 먹었어요?
네. 혼자 드셨습니까?
곰탕 먹었습니다. 위에서 업무가 내려왔어. WCG 홍보 포스터를 만들어라. WCG 홍보 포스터.
속으로 약간 웃음이 좀 나왔어요. 감이 오십니까, 제 거? 입니까? 그것도 있잖아요. 콩간지.
나 그 표정 보고 싶어요. 저 친구 저걸로 들어왔구만.
발표를 할 건데 제가 먼저 또 만든 게 있어요.
혹시 발로 그리셨나요? 한마디로 조잡했다. 실망을 했었던 것 같아요. 저희가 많이 도와드리려고요. 하나, 둘, 셋! 전 제목이 있습니다. 콩네티드.
그리고 이거는 세 개를 그려놨어요. 그리고 여기는
Well, Cyber Games 2020 is back. We thought today we have a little bit of a warm-up match in Lynn versus Sowen, but it proved to be super entertaining and caused yet another upset. Speaking of upsets, will we have another one here? Will the Moon WCG curse continue? If he loses the next match, he is out in the group stage, defeated by Chaemiko, who is currently 2-0. At the moment, only Fly has a clean track record in the group stage, 3-0. Can Chaemiko be the next one?
Pretty crazy, right? With how many amazing players we have here, that Chaemiko could be kind of the most successful one in the group stages. This is again where Moon falters. It seems like it's way overdue that he makes it deep. You see here today's matches again. We just saw Soin making the unbelievable happen. Now, Chaemiko versus Moon. I'm so looking forward to this match. Of course, it's very exciting for the advancement into the groups, for the storyline of Moon, if it's going to be another cursed year for him. But also, what is this matchup about at the moment? It's still up in the air. It's being developed by the top players. At WGL, we saw the newest development of Keeper against Fast Expansion, but I'm sure that new things are in the works, are being developed right now, and of course, for the Night Elves especially, everyone is looking to Moon for inspiration.
Indeed. And on the other side, I talked about this in the past couple of days as we see our picks and bans. Chaemiko with Concealed, Moon with Echo, and Last Refuge. The Beastmaster map is our starting one. Or the deciding one, sorry about that. We start on Echo, then go to Concealed, and then it's Last Refuge. We will talk about that in a bit. What I wanted to touch upon is that there's been a practice group going on with Lolai, Chaemiko, Infi. And that is a huge pool of Warcraft IQ. Of course, Lolai wants to practice the human matchup for his upcoming match against Sok tomorrow when it's about the playoffs. Chaemiko wanted to practice against Night Elf because he has the deciding match against Moon, so it all makes sense. And Infi seems to like to experiment with it. Of course, an amazing random player. He can play both and is, of course, a great mind in Warcraft overall. So on paper, Moon should absolutely be the favorite. Also, when it comes to stats, the last match that Chaemiko won against him was back in February. That is 7 months ago at this point. And it was oftentimes a 2-0 as well. But what did all this practice do for the Tier 2 Korean? Can he kick out the living legend of this tournament again?
We wouldn't necessarily think so, right? But we had some upsets here already. TH was eliminated. Lynn was not. He still makes it through, but Moon now. A lot of fans around the world have their fingers crossed, hoping for Moon to make it through here. Chaemiko has some fans as well, certainly. But we know that the favorite here, the champion of the hearts, is Moon. On War3 Info, it's 1 to 3.6 odds in favor of Moon, of course. Would have imagined this to be even higher, but some people here do believe in Chaemiko as well. And yeah,
well,
as far as the bans go, we will see LR. I thought this was going to be vetoed more and more, but I'm very happy to see it because the Beastmaster Neo, you know.
Maybe he found a good solution. Maybe the think tank provides answers. Yeah, when Moon was eliminated from big tournaments like WCG 2019 or also WGL, it was the humans kicking him out, TH and Infi respectively. Will it be Chaemiko this time? Here we are. First map. Do or die. Whoever wins, top 8. Whoever loses, out.
All right, let's get settled in. This is a really important best of 3. It's about tournament life here on the line for both players. Who makes it out of the group? We're going to have an altar standard build by Chaemiko and also a normal altar opening by Moon. It was Moon the legend saying after DreamHack that he has lost faith in the Keeper of the Grove. Then in the future, he's going to try to go more with Demon Hunter and Warden. Is that what we're going to be seeing here? Starting off at the big camp. Certainly looks like it's going to be one of the two heroes. And we have seen the Warden very powerful in this matchup in the past. But Moon never really prioritized her as much as some other Night Elves did. But maybe that has now changed.
Okay, and what will Chaemiko be going for? Archmage, Mountain King, Blood Mage? Archmage it is. Okay, so sometimes we see a hard counter to the Warden early. It is the Keeper.
Still is the Keeper. Okay, so maybe Moon has found some more faith in the first hero. Unusual to see the Keeper open up with that creep route. Like, you go for the Merc camp early because a lot of heroes have trouble creeping quickly the smaller camps one after the next, which are, of course, the safer ones to get to level 3. But with Keeper, you can move from camp to camp with Entangle and Treants and get that level up pretty quickly, pretty easily. That's a very early tower over here by Chaemiko.
Does it just expect this harass? Like, an early harass with the Keeper would be a little Sonic-esque. But I don't think Moon is gonna do it. It's just not his playstyle. He's creeping first, getting level 2. Maybe the Shadow Priest.
A player's forces are
This is
under
an interesting start to the series.
Yeah, great creep here by Moon. He waits for the creeps to be on their way back. When you attack them on the way back, they don't use their spells, as you can see here. So now he doesn't have to worry about Purge and Slow and everything else. AM going for the first. Ooh, for the last hit! Didn't get it. Okay, that was a scary little moment right there.
Real close, dude. Oh my god. This could have ruined the entire early game, pretty much.
Yeah, true. Oh, Chaemiko was busy across the map and he got his water elemental purged by the creep, so he's taking a lot of damage from this camp.
Yeah, Moon could capitalize on that with an instant harass. Maybe he's going for an expansion, though. Talisman of Evasion also not the greatest item, just like the Crystal Ball. Both level 2, both not really satisfied with the drop, but Moon with a little bit of a lead.
And it's going to get up to level 3 here pretty quickly. We can see the creep speed very comparable. In fact, it's the Night Elf a little bit faster. Normally the humans with Militia will always be the fastest, but the Keeper very good at that as well. With the Treants and of course the Ancient of War helping out. We have the tech coming in by Moon. No expansion too early. And I guess that's the big question. Is this going to be a counter expansion play? Because the human, I believe, will be expanding, right? That's what Infi and TH showed us, how strong fast expansion is against Night Elf.
Yeah. Fast expansion and then tier 3. Tier 3 is just where it's all about for the human. With knights, with frag shards, with triple hero. That's so good. That's so powerful. And then there's almost no solution for the human. For the Night Elf. But the Keeper is level 3. He will of course not scale as greatly as the Archmage does into the late game. Question is what second hero is he gonna pick?
Yeah.
And how effective is this harass now?
We've been seeing a lot of Demon Hunters second recently, accompanying the Keeper to be able to provide mana burn in the late game, which can be very strong there, especially against the Mountain King. And I think that's something I'd like to see. Berserker here getting kind of caught in transit. The Keeper looking for an opening to be aggressive. Of course, now is when the peasants are always the most vulnerable, when they are creating the expansion. Keeper still holding on to that second skill point, coming in from the south, but Chaemiko seems to be ready.
Has a staff. He's gonna be ready for sure. Expo is gonna be up, and one scout tower is there. Needs some time. Moon stole a berserker from the left-hand side mercenary camp, so the piercing damage is gonna be intense.
Yeah. These footies may have to go for defend before tech, otherwise they're gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah. That's a consideration now for Chaemiko. Something to decide on. And
both are level 3. Chaemiko finds the creep. And that is again a last hit for Moon. But how much damage can Chaemiko do? If he kills the Berserkers, that's magnificent. But the Archmage is not known to be a damage dealer and is being disabled by this ensnare. This is gonna cost some Moon juice. Tier 2 is done. Hunter's Hall, a tiny bit late. But alright. Dust settles. Both expos will be up in a bit.
Yeah, with double Shadow Priest, Chaemiko seems to be very well equipped against this Keeper right now. He has plenty of the spells to use, just needs to be sure he has them in the right position. Of course, Shadow Priest very squishy with only 240 HP. Question is, when's the tech gonna start? This is the big downside of human fast expansion. You get it up quickly, you get a lot of gold, but it costs a lot of lumber at the same time. But we can see the tech isn't even too late. Of course, it is certainly slower than the Night Elves, but it's starting now, and we have a lumber mill coming.
So, interesting movement by Moon. Always flirting a little with the tavern. Not going for a second hero yet. He has the resources. Not now, as he's spending something. Did he queue the Demon Hunter already, maybe?
Yeah, in the past, we saw a lot of Keeper play on LR by Moon before the Beastmaster days, and there he played a lot of Panda second. Get Panda second, creep level 3, utilize the strength of the Keeper. But yet tier 2 is finished, and
nothing to be seen.
not
Altar
even
is
something in
empty.
the altar.
Oh, Chaemiko getting entangled, but can easily staff out as the cooldown of entangle is, for this, too long. And Moon had a pretty expensive early game with all the mercs. He, of course, Panda it is. He didn't build too many archers, but mercs are expensive and can feed the human army.
And now we have Chaemiko creeping at the top. Good experience here and a big item to be grabbed as well. Normally it's now the Keeper who should dominate the map and steal camps aggressively away from the opponent. But only going to the enemy Murloc camp. Is that even so valuable? Oh, he's getting 2 Shadow Priests though. That's some pretty good experience right there actually. AM got the camp. That's the big invul for him. Helpful later for an MK. And yeah, speaking of Mountain King, that hero is now going to have a lot of value in the late game. There's no going to be any mana burn to control him. Only the Panda
It's gonna be
And-
rough to creep him, though. Left-hand side is almost
true.
empty.
That is very true. Chaemiko so bold here to move forward despite not having any Dispel anymore. I guess the Keeper's mana, though, is very low. And yeah. Mercs being lost on both sides, they provide a lot of experience.
Archmage gotta be careful, close to level 4. So is the Keeper. Heal scroll, number 1 onto the side of Moon. Tier 3 started. So will he go into bears? I think you have to at some point. Mountain Giants take too long, don't do damage. And what's Chaemiko doing? He stays on tier 2 for now. With an early workshop.
Is he gonna go for an
Player's forces are
old-fashioned
under attack.
70 supply push? Would be kind of surprising.
Yeah. I think he
You've
owns the
seen-
late game.
Yeah, tier 3 human can just be so powerful. And there's no Demon Hunter here for mana burn. Perhaps Demon Hunter 3rd might be a possibility, but that one's gonna be insanely hard to creep.
Couldn't you just counter it with a Blood Mage 3rd?
Yeah, they would both be kind of not so impactful, I guess. They both need
Yeah.
level 3 to really be
Players'
good.
forces
agree.
are under attack.
And yeah, there's there's definitely not enough experience on this map to creep them up to level 3. You have to brawl all the time.
I like the creep there by Moon, taking away the northern green camp from the MK. So now it's only Chaemiko being able to creep 2 camps basically on the map. The little green Murlocs and the bottom left big turtle. And that is definitely not level 3 mountain.
Nope. Moon has shop control. Gets another heal scroll here. And there's 3 upgrades queued in Moon's Hunter's Hall. So he doesn't want to break upkeep anytime soon. He knows this is about every gold dime.
We talked earlier about Mirror Image, which is definitely something I'm obsessed with. Another thing I'm obsessed with currently is Night Elf Triple Hero. Getting a good combo going. Was extremely impressed with Lorlied recently, especially against Undead, who found some cooler ways to incorporate that. Is there a way to do that here against Human? In the past, we used to see Podem 3rd.
Yeah. As a
That's
second orb
something,
carry.
perhaps.
Does it really do too much for you? Except the orb? I mean, True Shot Aura on bears and mountain giants? You can go mass archers, of course, but... Is that what you want? What you really, really want? I can't tell you what you want, what you really, really want.
You want a huh? You want huh?
Always.
So, tier 3 is coming. Lots of gold still for Chaemiko. Classic
Players'
human
forces
problem.
are under
Not having enough lumber. He broke upkeep just a second there, but cancelled again. Back at 50. So we have both, in fact, getting rich over here. Oh, look at that illusion. He can cancel so much healing.
Oh boy.
Juicy.
Uses a Stormbolt on purpose to prevent the healing. Items look really good for Moon. Is he doing... Like, he is going into mountain... No, bears. I thought he's gonna skip them, but alright.
Yeah, upgrades here are very, very important. This is the Night Elf advantage over the other races in the very late game. They're good units, all benefit from the same upgrade type. So Dryads, Bears,
player's forces
MGs,
are
even
under attack.
Chimeras. Whereas for most other races, it's split between melee and ranged units. Same here for the human. Speaking of upgrades, there's 0 so far. Only now. Okay, now the first attack upgrade finishing here on the human side.
First defense
Let's go.
upgrade for Moon should be finished any time, and then Ultra Vision, in case he didn't cancel any of it.
And Moon is close to double level ups over here.
He has
But it's...
3 heal scrolls, dude.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's
A
a lot.
player's forces are under
Also
attack.
keeping them away from the opponent, so your panda has great effectiveness.
It's a double-edged sword, and both of these sides are cutting into Chaemiko.
Like the panda inventory as well. Super beefy.
Yeah.
With the evasion and the rings.
It's gonna be a deciding fight, man. Both at very, very high upkeep numbers. Moon 73, or both actually at 73.
And now that Moon is deciding to attack now, it just hit nighttime. He just researched
Yeah.
Ultra Vision, and now he has the vision advantage.
Yeah.
And guess who
Oh.
he's gonna find?
Poor
Hello,
Pally.
Pally!
Rough awakening for him. Can he staff him out? Yes, he can. Good reaction by Chaemiko, but the Archmage is super exposed, catching a lot of these big paws. Has to use an invul soon, I guess. Mortar team's, of course, in a wonderful position that way. Archmage, take care. Panda level 4, that's going to be great. Looks like this position is good for Chaemiko, though. How are you supposed to reach the backline?
Oh, he's already got fairy dragons.
Whoa.
Look at the mana flare form going to work, and the rifle's not quite in position to take him out quickly. I think everything for Moon survived there. Oh, another knight comes in. It's always so hard to have the perfect rally points when you get split up between the bases like this. Very smart by Moon.
This was perfect. Hitting before the end of fire. Huh?
Smelling chims. Do we get some chim roosts now, maybe?
I could definitely see that. But yeah, the genius position of that fairy dragon. Very hard to reach for the rifleman. And apart from that, there's almost no anti-air. So they did a lot of damage. A bear for free now as well. And that's level 3 MK. Can that make the difference?
Yeah, level 2 clap definitely going to help out a ton right here. We see the first one right there. And there's going to be more as well with the mana potion. Fairy dragons in position, but now they're getting gunned down very quickly. One is down already. Second one will be falling to the right. And the clap still slowing down these bears. Panda staffed out. He's got the tele staff to come back in. He needs to juice up from the Moonwells and then use more Breath of Fire. That's going to be the intention here. He comes back in. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire against the front line. MK in trouble. With the invul potion, he stays alive. But the pally is burning. He's taking a lot of damage over there.
Not too sure if that was the right call, but okay, got a lot of attention. Now splitting the Dryads, the mortar teams are doing an insane job over there. Now Moon starts the dance. He didn't really feel the rhythm before, I guess. 64 versus 56. Moon is kind of falling apart. Is there a rubber band effect in that fight? The fairies are in a better position now, but the bears are about to drop, both of them.
Yeah, Moon losing tons of supply. Another bear goes down. And that's him back in no upkeeps. Chaemiko still at 66. The human tier 3 is kicking in.
That was 3 heal scrolls as well.
And that was before Inner Fire.
He cancelled it! It was almost done!
Rough late game. And
oh, nerves coming in, maybe.
And I do have to say, aren't you regretting not playing Demon Hunter now?
Aren't you regretting not going Mountain Giants as well? This is a very, very powerful Chaemiko army. As great as the first fight was, staying in Chaemiko's base was a huge mistake.
Yeah, I agree. Once he got that knight there when he was between the two bases, maybe there was the time to fall back. But hard to have those reads perfectly at all times.
5 Dryads queued casually. Talent. I do love my minus armor, but I failed to see the effect here. Oh, chat just told me he didn't cancel the Inner Fire. The Sanctum was down. Okay, didn't catch that really. Okay, tug of war in the middle of the map. No heal scroll for Moon. It's on Chaemiko's side.
Panda holding on to his mana. There it is! Drunken Haze with a fire. Big damage. Takes out one. Caster only. Trying to connect with the Wisps. It's not really the best flank. Ideally, you want to keep the Wisps back. Have the human pressure you, chase you, and then come in with the flank when he's busy.
Moon muscled up to 80 again.
Is that Mountain Giants or is that just Dryads?
He queued 5 Dryads, so I don't know. 4 Knights within a fire, and the poison damage is stacking up. And of course, Clap doesn't really do too much against that. Here come the Wisp on the left-hand side. They gonna hit almost everything in that fight.
The Clap, though, connects insanely on the bears. At the beginning, the bears were spread, but now they're all clumping up. Heal scroll comes in, but TP reposition. Chaemiko doesn't want to take this fight any longer. Even saves the Knight on barely any HP.
And he still got 2 mana potions on the MK. That's the X factor. Can he do something against this MK? Moon is only going Dryads, nothing else anymore.
Yeah, and he's getting more and more upgrades. He's about to finish 2-3 upgrades soon, and I imagine the 3rd attack upgrade will be coming in as well very soon. Where we only have 3 upgrades spread across different unit types for Chaemiko.
He's healing. He got the gyrocopters now as an answer to the fairies. But he needs more. almost maxed out. More casters. Get the invisible upgrade. Might be okay, might be good. Especially for the Mountain King. Okay, Gyro's in now. Anti-air is kind of limited. Draws attention from the Dryads, I guess. The clap is once again magnificent. But this time Moon got heal scrolls.
Detonate doing an okay job. The sorcerers definitely feel the pain. They don't have many upgrades yet, but the priests have a lot of mana thanks to master training. MK in the front line again. The next clap is going to do big damage, but so did the breath of fire. Dryads dancing in the back. The clap! Amazing job. Invul force on the Mountain King has to fall back. Heal scroll from Moon. Knights on the north taking out some Dryads here of all units. Bears all starting to drop low, but so is the Mountain King. Has to be staffed out. MK no longer in this fight. No more clap to be worrying about.
And the Pally is also very, very low. The Fairy Dragons do some damage here. Feels like Chaemiko is about to lose a lot. At the moment, he's just at 75, but dwindling. Everything is slow thanks to the poison damage of the Dryads. And that's 2 kills right here. Level 5 on both sides. Paladin still in trouble. He uses some Holy Light to save the Knights. Raw being used once again, and there's very limited dispel. The Pally! He had an Info Potion, didn't he? Yes, but he didn't use them. Oh, Chaemiko, first big mistake. First real big mistake. And now it's a downward spiral as it seems.
The Dryad slow starting to kick in. More and more units going down, but this can also turn to an overextension, possibly quickly, but Moon is staying in this for a little bit longer. Staffed out the Panda, once again drinking from the Moon Wells. Shouldn't be too much juice left. It's been daytime for a long time. Telestaff perhaps on cooldown as well.
He needs this MK so bad to stop this force that is Moon. 20 supply down. Big bang for Chaemiko as well. Use it. Produce.
Panda looking for the next big breath. The Drunken Hate's Breath of Fire has been doing a great job over here. And there's more herd units. Oh, if he connects well.
Ouch!
It could be a triple kill. 1, 2. Almost 3.
MK is free. Pally should still take some time. Production queues are full.
I feel like we've barely seen any inner fire, have we?
True. There was very limited mana. The detonates were good.
Yeah, there were some, but I think he still had a decent amount of mana. But Moon is managing this really well. And he's always getting the heal scroll. Sharp control, so important on Echo. Moon cannot afford to fall too far back. He has to stay in the middle. He has to get these heal scrolls.
He got one. Is there another one? Chaemiko used a lot of his bank. Moon piling up more gold.
Third attack upgrade coming in. We're gonna max out these bears and dryads.
And then there's only one checkbox. One box to check, right? And that is the Chimera one.
Yeah, they can add in quite a bit more damage, especially against the knights. Always dangerous, though. Question is, how much piercing damage does the enemy have? If he has a lot of gyros, which we see coming here, and also rifles, Chims can also backfire quite quickly.
Chaemiko's firing from all cylinders. Upgrades, units, workshop, barrack, sanctum, all producing. Will it be in time? Moon did a great job in intercepting. Anything that Chaemiko produced, questionable if that's going to be the case as well. Moon not going into mountain giants at all. Still putting faith into bears, dryads, and especially fairies.
The Mountain King here, behind enemy lines, on a covert mission, trying to get that heal scroll. Did he get it? He's still waiting for the cooldown.
Don't see it. Yep, Mountain King got it. And with that, of course, Moon knows. He revealed him. Okay. Thought he didn't hit, but he did.
A player's forces are under attack.
Close to level 5 Archmage.
Main is gonna run out any moment now.
Yep. Mountain Giants now. 1,300 gold bank for Moon. And Chaemiko hit the age-old human problem on Echo Isles, low lumber. Which is, I guess, kind of okay as he just invested into a ton of items. Upgrades.
So is Moon gonna go up to 100? He's waiting for these upgrades to finish. He can go up to 100 with 3 MGs. It's gonna be a scary army.
On both sides.
Gyros. Of course, the thing here to be kept in mind also is Gyro's good against air, yes, but Panda pretty good against gyros as well.
Yeah, that's something we didn't mention that yet. That's absolutely true. 3/3 upgrades. MK about to steal again.
It's gonna be a little while though, I think. It's 2-minute cooldown between the heal scrolls.
Maybe he wants the Invo potion? Next one. He has no TP.
Chaemiko in high upkeep, 89 supply.
Whatever,
Moon has 2k.
whatever Moon wants, he had it on the panda, the shop icon. Okay. Yeah, 90
There we
supply
go.
here.
Should they stop mining at the natural now?
I think so. Yeah. If you're in high upkeep, you absolutely should! MK gets revealed, finds a wonderful clap though. Knights flanking from the north. Maybe the keeper's a little bit out of position?
There's a staff on the panda. Keeper makes it back. Moon doesn't want to fight without his reinforcements. He knows he's going to be up at 100 in a moment.
200 supply about to clash. And they're almost maxed out. 2-2-2 on Chaemiko's side. 3-3.
He's got a lot of wisps, by the way.
Yep.
They're waiting at the tavern.
Yeah.
Waiting to come in for the flank.
They want the backstab. The Mountain King, if he would be at the back, he would be a great counter. But that's about it. We do have Inner Fire Knights now. It's a lot about positioning. I think he scouted the wisps. But what can he do about it?
Okay, comes
Fairies.
in.
Oh, the fairy bombs. That could be huge. Chaemiko's trying to reposition. There's good damage with the mortar teams. There was only one wisp detonating, I believe.
Yeah, not too many there connecting. MG's now coming in as well. The gyros not doing their job. What are they doing? Ignoring everything else at the moment. Panda comes in with a Drunken Spit of Fire. Big damage right there. The illusion's getting dispelled quickly. The Knights or the Bears. What's going to be the stronger front line? The MK, of course, waiting for the collapse here. He's got one more right here and a mana potion after, but then he's going to be kind of out of mana. Of course, the AM still regenerating in the back. Nice heal scroll. That Drunken Spit of Fire hurt again. Panda getting focused next. Dropping low. Dropping very low, but there's the staff for him. Makes it back to the Moonwells. Keeper has lots of mana. He's close to 6, by the way. Tranquility would be a godsend.
Still 90 supply by Moon, but this is mass murder approaching with the next clap. Does he have another mana potion? Doesn't seem like it. That was the end, I believe. This Keeper, level 6 now, but can you use Tranquility? Can you heal up? Can you use it? Moon barely lost anything. Chaemiko is about to lose this map. Breath was huge! Level 6!
Is he gonna pop the ult here? I don't even think he needs it. He's got a mana potion if it's really required, and he does.
Go. Earth, Storm, Fire. We're about to end this game with an ultimate, ladies and gentlemen. Chaemiko trying to run away, but he can never recover from this defeat.
Wow, what a hold there by Moon, bringing in everything with 100 supply, with Wisp, with Fairies, with everything. Keeper comes back from the main any second, and he's gonna have Tranquility as well, remember. He's trying to fight against the Pandas, but they are damn strong.
A lot of supply, of course, in Mountain Giants, but actually it's only 14. The peasants are all gonna be murdered. The Fairy Dragon edition by Moon, dude. I am so surprised to see so many of this unit uncountered, pretty much.
I think that's what the Panda does here the best. Taking out these gyros so well in the late game. These Breaths really doing a good job. Great staff play. Always has the mana when he needs it. Got the heal scrolls. Got the mana potions. And the MK now getting entangled. Lots of damage there. Has to go for the invul. Chaemiko falling back to his natural. Everything again so hurt. Panda getting slowed, getting focused. But there must be a staff ready for him always.
What's the win condition for Chaemiko now? How can he get back? He's almost fighting double supply and he's above 50. That's kind of crazy to say, but yeah, limited mana for sure. Archmage Brilliance Aura 3 helps a ton, but apparently not enough. But this is kind of the max for Moon level-wise. The human scales a little better with the Mountain King 5. But yeah, triple hero human prevents Mountain King 5. That's just how it is. It was a mana potion. More claps. Are they enough?
Well, the bear certainly starting to drop low over here. Moon's gonna play it safe. He's gonna TP out.
But you know
And
what?
he has this nice ultimate called Tranquility. Can we please see it? That heal is gonna be so insane.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Feels so good.
Everything
This is insane.
back to green.
Yeah, the heal rate of this ult. This is exactly why this is probably, alongside Mass Teleport, the only channeling ultimate that is good, because it does something out of the fight.
Absolutely wonderful. Keeper, who has in the late game a problem oftentimes with that ultimate becomes good again. And
We're
wait a
mined
minute.
out.
We're mined out on
We're
Echo
mined
Isles.
out on Echo Isles. 27 minutes. And now, how do you get the mana potions? How do you get up? Like, you have to catch up 44 supply.
Or you can just tower and turtle and hope that Moon gives the regame again. That has happened before.
Yeah, Tower and Turtle with 36 gold is... I don't know, dude.
God damn, that's a scary Night Elf army.
Yeah, I think he's about to close this out, guys.
How is this Berserker still alive, by the way? He saw some stuff.
Definitely needs a therapy after this game. Great micro on the Bears by Moon, by the way. He barely lost any of them. Otherwise, the Mountain King would be level 5, and that's the GG. A little anticlimactic, but the fights were amazing. The game was amazing, paving the way for this series. This was Moon's map, ladies and gentlemen, and it already brought him to the limit. In the end, he prevails.
Great match by Moon here. Not going all in like we saw quite a bit on WGL, but rather going for the counter expansion very early. Quick tech into quick counter expansion and then relying on the Panda. We were worried that the MK was going to take over, and the MK certainly did look good. But what the Panda ensured was that the Gyros never really had the chance to get air superiority.
Yeah.
And it was the Fairies doing a great job along with Bears and Keeper and Wisp. So many things required here to be brought into the mix. It wasn't just Bears and Dryads. If only those had been the choice, Moon would have gotten slaughtered by this tier 3 army. But Moon knew exactly what he needed, and even without mana burn was able to get that win.
True, and what he needed was a lot of heal scrolls. And with that one shop only on Echo Isles, that was a brilliant move. He took care of shop control. Got like 5 or 6 heal scrolls there. Chaemiko couldn't. He was able to catch up later, but in the initial fight, that was lacking. Very unique situation here on Echo Isles. I don't think this match is going to be a blueprint of what we will see next. Next map is Concealed.
Yeah, and before I would have said it's going to be very interesting for me to see what hero here Moon chooses. He was very vocal about his disappointment in the Keeper before, how it doesn't work anymore, how he has to try different heroes, how there's no way this will work anymore in the future, but he shows here it still does. If the Keeper gets off to a good start with the right momentum, he can absolutely work. Concealed Hill, in the past, we all know, it's a horrible Warden map. It's not really good for Demon Hunter. It is most likely going to be a Keeper or perhaps a neutral hero. I'm still waiting for the Beastmaster.
For weeks you do. But yeah, we want to see it in the hands of Moon, obviously. Wouldn't be a big surprise. Chaemiko, what can he switch up? Why does he pick this map?
I think despite how hard the expansion is, usually humans can pull it off with a proper style if executed well, that we saw especially in the hands of Infi and TH. And there's some decent creeps to go around. Your fast expansion play should work out fairly well. You have a shop that usually belongs to you, so you should get some heal scrolls, and you can level up your second hero definitely better than it is on Echo Isles. Also, yeah, the Warden is a non-factor here, which kind of sets your mind at ease if you go into the 2-base versus 2-base play. There is a problem, kind of in the late game, with fountains being a thing, and especially for mountain giants being very, very healthy and juicy and fresh and clean.
We will never stop this anymore, don't we?
Yeah, in the past also, rifle pushes were quite popular on this map, but man, ever since the nerf, that has completely fallen out of favor. And I think everyone is kind of glad, because those games were a little boring.
Don't speak for everyone. I, for myself, enjoyed that a little. Not as much as I enjoyed tier 3, double base, etc., etc. So hopefully we will see that. Lots of questions raised in the pre-game talk, and the biggest question is, can Moon close this out? Is it going to be a 2-0 and him in the playoffs, or will Chaemiko strike back? Map number 2, hero choices up in the air, Concealed Hill.
We have Moon in the top right, this time in the orange. Chaemiko in the blue. And early on, we can already see we have an altar here being played, so no neutral hero. Moon tried against 1-2-0 on this map with the Beastmaster first, but that was a map to change your mind if ever I saw one. Oh my god, that was absolutely brutal how that DK Harass destroyed that Beastmaster opening. And Beastmaster is seen against human, but almost only on LR, which will be our last map, by the way. But now we focus on Concealed Hill. What's the first hero gonna be? It feels like it can only be Keeper on this map.
Yeah, but it's also Moon. So whatever goes for every other Night Elf in the world doesn't necessarily go for him. He won championships by playing Dryads only. So don't count him out. Don't count his creativity out. Archmage for Chaemiko, that was to be expected. This is, by the way, the map where he builds this little farm trap and gets caught in between his farms. So Chaemiko, hopefully you'll fix that. And it is the Keeper, so no big surprise yet.
Alrighty. This map, by the way, definitely better for triple hero on the Night Elf side as well. So, Keeper, Naga, Demon might be a possibility, but that is looking far down this match. First, we're going to have to focus on the early game, on the mid game. And question is, what's the creeper going to be? What's the strat going to be by Chaemiko? He kind of dictates where this game goes, whether it's one base focus, tier 2 expansion, or fast expansion. And especially in Asia, it's been mostly fast expansions recently. And then the question is, what is Moon going to follow up with? In the past, we saw the mass archer style triple hero be really good, but humans have become so strong at defending that it doesn't seem to be working anymore. So perhaps more of a counter expo play. Keeper here creeping up diligently to level 2 right away. Gets a nice find with a clause of attack.
Okay. Chaemiko with the circlet, not that great. So it is 3 farms, and that indicates an expansion. Should indicate an expansion. Everything else is a little weird. Have you seen Moon using orange before, by the way?
I can never remember the color of players, dude. Wait, didn't Rotterdam play orange? I'm not the right guy to ask this, though.
Would fit.
I know Sonic's yellow, and that's kind of it.
Everybody is yellow.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, here comes the harass. The Wisp coming in for the detonate if he connects in the water elemental. Oh, but he doesn't! Nicely done by Chaemiko, keeping the Wisp away from the AM. AM still did get burned, and here comes the Keeper. It's a lot of poison damage everywhere over here. Ooh, these peasants starting to look quite hurt. The big creep is still up for grabs, and peasants starting to fall. This is a good delay of the expansion, but we have seen humans recover from this. You bring in the next round of militia, and then you should be able to clean this up. It's not perfect, but the expo will come up at some point.
Tech on the way for Moon. Also not the super fastest, I believe. Claws +9, +6 still great, of course. How many creeps are there still? It should be a 6-minute expansion or something, right?
A player's forces are under attack.
Somewhere along those lines.
How much damage can... Oh, the militia busy with the Keeper here. And the Treants.
Well, a little bit on A-click here. I think that's intentional by Chaemiko. Trying to creep the rest of the camp in peace. But that's again the peasants slowed down a lot. The expansion slowed down.
Dependent of energy. Yeah, this will go into lumber. For sure. For mass footmen, you of course don't need it. But for tech and everything else, you absolutely need a healthy lumber economy. And Moon gets the kills. Long range shot from downtown, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get the Keepers around it though. And we all know how good he is. But not this time.
Ooh, that was close. He had the staff, so he would have gotten out. But I guess he wants to be around here a little bit more. Harass a little bit more. Nice footy scout across the map looking for the counter expansion. We don't have that. Only a Hunter Soul so far.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. It's gonna be a later expansion for sure than on Echo Owls. But therefore a fast attack.
Yeah, lumber on Chaemiko is looking pretty damn good. Also lots of gold. And he's gonna get level 3 here with the Treant. That's not too bad. Moon has been playing at range very good, minimizing damage on his archers and Keeper, and killed quite a few peasants here, one after the next. And here comes the counter expansion. This is the development since WGL. No longer do you pressure too heavily. The humans will hold, You need to pressure and do some damage, yes, but then you want to expand sooner or later.
Love this play by Moon. He's killing so many peasants without really losing anything. Perfect positioning on the archers, good movement with the keeper. That resulted in 3 kills, and that slows everything down. So my prediction was a 6-minute expansion. I think this is gonna be a late arrival.
A player's forces
And
under
lores are
attack.
coming, so more pressure with Dryad soon.
A lot of focus on taking out the footman. This is kind of suspicious. This smells to Chaemiko like Moon is trying to hide an expansion attempt. And of course, we saw it over there on the map. There's a Tree of Life coming up. But I believe no option for the AM to cancel it. He has a staff of his own. Oh, that would have been sick. If there was a footy up there, he could staff on and cancel. But I believe that window is closing.
And weird position for the Archmage now. He got level 3, that's what he wants, but you need more experience on your second and third hero, so do you creep? Do you take out more experience of the map? If you don't do it, your opponent will do it. You want to prevent it, but then you have low level heroes. Like, it's a lot of decisions to be made now, and Moon is going back to Demon Hunter second.
Alrighty. Panda and Demon both can be strong late game options, of course fulfilling very different roles. The Demon Hunter being the disabler of the Mountain King with the mana burn, and also a good orb carrier. This is a big benefit compared to the Panda, who doesn't really do much with the orb. So double orb later can certainly be a big help. We have the tier 2 tech starting for Chaemiko. So the question now is, what's going to be more valuable for these players in the mid game? Faster expansion or the faster tech?
A player's forces are under attack.
Conceal is a pretty big map with lots of stuff to creep, so you can spend time and turn sound portal out of fights to prolong the game, to wait until your power, or to make sure your power spike hits. Moon has to force it before somehow.
Oh, nice fight here by the keeper with the level 2 entangle. There's some easy pickoffs on these footies. He does the maths well and realizes his footman is dead, chasing for more. AM knows the Demon Hunter is creeping and wants to be aggressive against it. He's looking at the lab, but he's not there. He's over at the natural, and that one is about to be crept here in a moment's time.
Feels like Moon is more and more taking the lead. He's still waiting for the tier 3 to start, but for that, maybe the expansion has to kick in. Archmage can always get out with a staff, that's fine, but the keeper is causing so much trouble. It's incredible.
Getting another footy, might be able to get another peasant. And that's also solo experience here, getting him closer to 4, which isn't the biggest deal, but once again, should he make it to level 6? We saw how powerful that can be.
Yes. All that Chaemiko got here was a delay on the shop, which is not too great, I believe, but it's also an expansion that is safe. Peasants can be built, lumber can be harvested, so 1,400 gold bank for Chaemiko, who's just waiting for his tier 2 and then wants to spend a lot of it.
Look at that demon quickly racing up here in levels, gonna go for a shredder, so Moon is super macro ready. And that's his level 3 right here.
Yeah, he seems very, very confident to go into the very late game. Not afraid of tier 3 human at all.
We're gonna have the second hero for Chaemiko coming out soon. Normally against Demon, you want to go into Blood Mage, get him to level 3, and then win the Mana War. But how the hell is that second hero, whether it's Blood Mage or anything else?
A player's forces are under attack is under siege.
Pit Lord? And tier 3.
Okay.
What?
Well, this
What?
kind of a throwback to old Chaemiko tactics when the Orb of Fire still did 10 damage. Then he was stacking up the Pit Lord, go for cleave.
So the nice thing about the Pit Lord is he doesn't care about being mana burned. But you also can't heal him with Holy Light. And, yeah.
A player's forces are under
But this
Well-
mid-game game plan for by Moon is really good. Like the way he's controlling the map. If it wasn't Pit Lord, if it was a level reliant hero like the Blood Mage, he could pressure now so well. And instead it's the demon just keeping on creeping, takes out the fountain over there. Almost level 4 now. Oh, the keeper though. Ooh. God damn.
Playing with Fuego. Okay, well calculated. We do have an engine of wind very early again, before the tier 3.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Moon is rich. So is Chaemiko, but lumber here, I guess, is the issue. And the red camp as well. Oh my god, how quickly is Moon leveling? And how well is this keeper in the meantime buying space?
Yeah, I agree. Chaemiko with the double racks.
Oh, he denied the big boy. Whoops, that was a bit of a mistake.
Whoopsie. Okay,
he's still
but
gonna
there
get
was
level
some
4.
battle drums. He's still gonna be happy to creep this camp.
3 upgrades queued as well. Moon is feeling very safe and secure. The base build is a little weird. He kind of created himself a little wall over there.
A player's forces are under attack.
There must be a purpose. It's Moon.
Yeah, maybe.
Remo not convinced.
Oh my god, dude. Is Moon gonna get all 3 red camps, by the way?
Kinda looks like it, doesn't it? What is the
Antipod.
purpose of this pit lord? I don't know. Chaemiko is a 2,000 gold 40 supply, the
A
double
player's
Zoko.
forces are under attack.
So, Cleave does ignore Mountain Giant Hardened Skin, but
Yeah, how
it's
many
still gonna take you about like 55 hits or something to kill an enemy.
how many
or
mountain
more.
giants can you attack at the same time with cleave? Oh, surround here. Can he fight out? Keeper again. Super low. Pit lord is slowed. Can he reach? Not really. Another entangle. More and more right clicks. He's trying to TP out. Is it a time? No! It's not. The poison damage is stacking up, and that is a big blunder for Chaemiko. Moon is getting further and further and further ahead.
Yeah, Moon is playing this map so well. It's not even like Chaemiko's making many mistakes. Moon just knows exactly how to play this map, how to creep, how to control the flow. That fast expansion, slowing down the tech for the human, which it just naturally does.
Yeah.
Moon exploits just master.
Crazy, right? This is the third. Ooh, Lionheart of Stormwind. Not too bad. Still 2,000 gold for Chaemiko. Expansion on the... No, that's the... it's the old Engine of War. I thought he's building a second expansion, but no. Chaemiko super short on lumber. Trapped himself again, I guess. Frag shards ready. It's a lot of big upgrades coming. What's the third hero? Paladin. Okay.
The Pally
Player's
Pit Lord
forces are
combo.
under attack.
It's kind of weird.
Well, I struggle to find a synergy.
Is that a Chimroost over there?
That
Seems
is
like
a
it.
second
Ah,
engine of wind.
Double wins. Huh. Okay.
Maybe wants the glorious minus armor again. I couldn't blame it.
Moon is upgrading so many things, dude. This Shredder has been
Players'
at work
forces
for
are
a
under
long
attack.
time, and he's still low on lumber.
And he's still at 3,000 gold as well. Like, that shows you how few units he had to rebuild.
A town is under siege.
That archer, maybe.
How do you fight now against these level 4 heroes?
I have absolutely not the slightest bit of an idea.
I guess ideally you want to splatter the Dryads quickly with the Frag Shard Mortars and then slow everything down with Sorks?
A player's forces
Maybe?
are under attack.
If you say so.
Doesn't have Sorks yet, though.
Moon is following Chaemiko into upkeep. Is there one big dedicated push? I don't think so. Moon again finding the reinforcements, killing them.
Forces the TP.
It's so much gold. Huh, he's trapping the Demon Hunter, but there's the staff, so should be fine. Yeah,
Staff saves the knight. Okay, not too bad. But mortar teams, they die quite quick.
oh man, the Demon Hunter has a heal potion. He's tanking so much. What does Cleave do if you only attack one target?
He got level 5 right there, by the way.
Yo.
Yeah. Pally, I'm curious how many Holy Lights you're gonna get out. I got a feeling it's not gonna be that many.
He's denying his own archers to make some space. Lots of fairies, man. Lots and lots and lots of parries. There's not even too many casters, is there?
Not really. But I guess his concern is if there's one way I'm losing this, it's by getting mass slowed and not being able to control my army properly. Moon just jumped up to 80 supply, and now he's got 2,000 gold. Dude, Jesus.
How?
And
Chaemiko
it's
still at
okay.
1,000, has to rebuild a lot, also at 70, but... Okay. Oh, there was a tree.
Are under attack.
I still struggle to find the reason for this pit lord. It feels like the only one who's losing anything is Chaemiko.
Yeah. What a crazy game by Moon. He has been in control ever since that harass at the expansion.
Yeah.
Complete control.
Pretty much ever since he lost that one fight on Aquilds, it's his games.
Town is under siege.
And the TP forced.
Wow.
God damn, Chaemiko's getting outplayed so hard.
Trying to hide the mortars behind all the buildings and do some damage, but Moon is just, okay, I'm on 3 bases, dude. What do you want? You can't touch me. Flag cannons now, but he has double winds ready to react. Is this an anticipation of, oh man, this is gonna be 6 Chimera roosts and again?
At the moment it's against the fairies. These fairies are a problem. And this time at least there's no panda burning them down instantly. Moon on 3 bases now can easily go to 100 supply and easily go to 3-3 as well.
Yep. Pretty sure he's building some Chimera roost somewhere. Has the upgrades queued already. A slow
He
death.
was stuck between his buildings. Feels bad.
Signature Chaemiko move for the second time, by the way.
Look at these knights, they're just standing there. They can't get in front to even fight.
Nope. They might be fast and strong, but maybe not that smart.
Oh, Pit Lord, you're out way far forward.
Yeah.
Does have an orb of fire, by the way, but it's not as much damage as it used to be.
No, that doesn't work anymore. Okay. Still almost 2,000 gold. Moon is not losing anything. Has the heal scroll ready. Pit Lord is without any items here. So has to be staffed out. Yes. He's doing decent damage, but he's killing nothing.
And Chaemiko's taking an okay fight over here, but he needs better than okay. Being up against 3 bases. Oh, Pit Lord!
Bye-bye.
You're stuck in a corner. Is there a staff for you, my friend? I guess perhaps not.
There
No,
is.
there was. Nice.
But,
Pit Lord save.
Yeah, but he has a lot of HP, and he's trapped there for a long time until he dispels it or something. So the next one on the list is the Paladin. Moon is definitely going into the top 8. Chaemiko's win streak is over, and it's just a matter of time. 2-3 now. Mountain Giants can just tank everything. There's no Thundering Blades as well, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Ah, there
Ooh,
is.
so many knights close to falling.
Just so.
There goes one. And
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
Demon's almost level 6, by the way, guys. This is a second hero. But I guess he crept 3 red camps. That kind of helps.
Yeah, seriously, like, how much space this keeper got him is insane. He got so much. He killed so many footmen. Caused some TPs. All the freedom for the Demon Hunter. He wants the celebratory metamorphosis, doesn't he?
He's coming back from the main now.
86 supply, by the way. He's leaving the fight with more supply than he entered it with.
Yeah, he's basically got 4 upgrades. I mean, it's pretty good units, you know?
Yeah. That's a lot of armor on these mountain giants, man. God dang, it really takes forever to kill just one.
Yeah, the Pit Lord, yeah. Not so, didn't see it working out too well, but I'm sure it did sometimes in the past, but this is Moon just in complete control, man. Crazy strong map.
Yeah, this pit lord
Concealed.
strat needs some tweaking.
Demon's about to get level 6 over there.
Here we go. There's mana. You know it, Moon. Come on, give it to us. Fan service.
And is it time? for
He just
Superman?
wants the entire human army to see it. Chaos damage, range, lots of HP. This is the end for you, my friend. Hundreds of
Considering it's 99 supply, this army is looking very small. I guess a lot of stuff is in production and healing at the fountains.
Yeah, 3 mountain giants. There's already 21 of that.
Dude, this demon is being dealt with kind of well. The human army isn't too bad.
The human army is better than your army.
It's about to be staffed out. Yeah, okay. Metamorphosis survived. There's definitely damage lacking over here.
Chaemiko is breaking upkeep, but
Yeah, the Breath of Fire damage certainly lacking over here. Also, by the way, second orb lacking on the Keeper. I think that's the bigger mistake.
this fairy dragon must have like 1,500 damage on his plate.
This fight has been going on forever. There's 2 more knights coming in now.
He's killing like 10 supply soon?
The mains are gonna expire soon. That means Chaemiko's only gonna be on 1 mining base, though.
But Chaemiko's still on 2.
How long has this fight been going on, dude? Knights against MGs, nothing's dying.
Never ending battle. Yeah, 4 upgrades on the mountain giant. Take some time. Level 6 and there's no disable. Can't
Alright,
Stormbolt.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
That's a pretty good ultimate right
That's
there.
a lot of healing, man. Might be forced into a TP. Oh my god, the healing. He's out healing the damage of almost being surrounded. Was a little overcommitment, I feel.
Oh,
Is it?
Pally!
Okay, not going for the Zeppelin again. Oh my.
The demon is like, great, solo experience for me.
Yep, give me level 7. Need more evasion.
What is this fight, dude? It's never stopping. Never stopping.
Now it does.
Okay.
GG!
GG!
Chaemiko finally admits it and taps out. This is him eliminated. This is Moon in the final 8. The curse doesn't strike today, Remo.
Yeah, true. Unfortunately, because of his subpar map score, even if Chaemiko now gets the win, he still would only have 5 map points. Wait a minute.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute. What?
and in that case, yeah, he would have the lowest score. Yeah, Chaemiko with that is out of Group A. But Moon can still get first place. This last map is still
Ooh.
important for first place because Moon right now, 2 wins, 1 loss, and 6 map points for him, just like for 1-2-0. And that would land him in second place because he lost to 1-2-0 before. If he wins now the 3rd map, then Moon will make it through in first place.
Ooh, that would mean Moon versus Lynn is possible. That would be, yeah, for Lynn. I think he's having nightmares about that already. Oh man, he would be dodging Infi. And I think that's what he wants, right? Not face Infi
Yeah.
as long as possible.
Infi and TH normally his biggest rivals, and TH is out, so
Yep.
it's only Infi
Yep.
here. The really scary challenge, I guess. And yeah, for that he would need first place to make it certain to avoid him.
Okay, so the question is, will we see another fast game 3 as there's nothing on the line for Chaemiko anymore? We've seen a quick tower rush yesterday by TH, who I guess was a little frustrated with his result against Colorful, who was eliminating him.
That one map that Chaemiko lost to Linguagua, if it wasn't for that, there would
yeah.
still be a chance here.
Oh my god, that's brutal. Oh, that's really heartbreaking. He played such a great tournament, especially the series against 1-0.
But Moon today showing up in force On Echo Isles with a fast counter expansion, Panda strong in the late game, great positioning. And on Concealed, honestly, Chaemiko had no chance.
And that was Chaemiko's map pick. Like, so crazy if you think about it. That shouldn't be the case, dude.
And now Last Refuge. Still an important map here for Moon to make it first place. But that map specifically is in a heavy development stage right now with the Beastmaster and everything. And this is the kind of timing where perhaps you don't want to show your greatest creep route, your greatest opening.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I think it's Moon in the end. He doesn't really care who he faces, so maybe save the strategy for later. And let's have some fun. Or maybe Chaemiko is just tower pushing him there or play some off meta, and then you don't need it. But yeah, you shouldn't give too much away. I think Warcraft players do that a lot, even if it's not really necessary, so maybe stop.
Yeah, the good thing, of course, for Moon is he's such a strategical mastermind. He has so many different strategies to choose from. And before the Beastmaster first became a thing on LR, he also had a really good Keeper Counter Expo Panda second play, with which he killed many, many humans on that map before, where most other Night Elves were struggling. But of course, Moon is a beast of his own.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't help but feel really bad for Chaemiko. It was like 3 weeks of feeling really, really good about this league and so much practice, and in the end, you just face a god who destroys you, who shows no mercy. That would have probably been one of his biggest career achievements here, but Moon says, nope, I need this WCG title no matter what. No friendship.
Yeah, and that's where we can see a bit of a difference between Moon and another godlike player, TH, where TH seemed to feel the pressure against Colorful. He did make some mistakes. He didn't have his best performance ever, but Moon, against the ropes, performs outstandingly and gets the win here. Yeah, for Chaemiko, it always feels bad, getting a 2-1 score in the group stage and still dropping out, but especially considering who he defeated, 1-0 in Human versus Undead. That is so hard to do.
And Ling Guagua in Human versus Orc. That is almost impossible.
Of course. Couldn't forget about that one.
Exactly.
Ling Guagua.
Never. I will make sure you will never forget about that, Remo. You can bank on
that. He may have only gotten one map in his old tournament, but that one mattered, at least for Chaemiko.
That one matters to me because it was one of the most exciting ones.
It was a very good game.
Exactly.
Shockwave!
It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. One of the best games all year. They should give an award to who produces the best game. Best Entertainer award. Definitely goes to Ling Guagua.
Maybe you should give that award to Ling Guagua yourself. Along with your phone number.
Maybe I do that, Maybe I take all my esports money. You built Lynn a statue. I'm going to send something sweet to Ling Guagua.
All right. Sounds fair. So we're probably having some host issues at the moment. We're going to go into the third map here momentarily. We know Chaemiko's out. We're going to figure out is Moon going to make it first or second place in Group A. But tomorrow, we're going to have 2 more matches, the last 2 remaining matches of the group stages in Group C and D, with Michael versus Focus for the decision and Sock versus Lawlight for the decision, dude. That's going to be epic.
We've seen a pretty cool, or we are seeing a very cool Human versus Night Elf at the moment in Moon versus Chaemiko, but if you combine the strength of 2 players, what's the better Human versus Night Elf? Moon versus Chaemiko or Lawlight versus Sock?
Very, very close, definitely.
Because I would give the edge to tomorrow's game. Sock has defeated Moon recently. He seems to be the rising star of late summer, early fall. And Lawlight is pretty on par with Moon. Little bit of a different play style. But he's maybe an inch behind Moon. Has been #1 player on the Warcraft 3. Elo ranking for a long time. And I think I would give the edge to tomorrow's match. And also Focus versus Michael, a classic. Both have been on Meteor Makers many years ago. And now they're one best of 3 apart from kicking each other out.
Yeah, I also think Soccer's looking quite a bit stronger than Chaemiko recently. It's going to be a great game tomorrow. And Lawlight, if he's having one of his amazing days with the Warden, it's just mwah. Festivities, amazing play, Echo Isles, Terror Stand, maybe even some other maps.
Maybe time
I
for another
imagine.
statue tomorrow? You've been hyping up Lawlight as well.
Yeah, he's
A lot.
a good player, man. He's a great player. Great player. Yeah, we didn't see Terror Stand today, right? Like, oftentimes,
We didn't
This
see an
is-
Orc Mirror. Shadowhunter. Pit Lord.
I mean,
Serpent Force.
in the human versus
Ah.
Night Elf matchup, of course.
True.
Yeah, it was Moon who vetoed it. Still doesn't like that playstyle so much with the Warden.
Pretty sure we're going to
Something still-
see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, we have the game, ladies and gentlemen. Last game of the day. And the last game for Chaemiko, who is out. Moon, for him, this is important. For him, this is about winning the group or ending up second right after 1-2-0. So, what is the play? Kind of looks like a Beastmaster to me, my friend.
Hell yeah, it is. The new Night Elf special on Last Refuge, neutral hero build, instant creep of the Mercamp with a Beastmaster and the Bash Bear. Getting level 2 quickly, getting Mercs quickly, and very swiftly after that making it to level 3, where the Bash Bear gets his namesake ability, the Bash, which can be really good. Which game was that we saw? I may have solo cast that in the ESL Open Cup, where it was Night Elf versus Human as well. And that was the craziest RNG I've ever seen. That was like a first hit bash on every attack by the Bash Bear going up against the human mercenaries. And then level 4 Beastmaster, level 5 Beastmaster. And then the bear gets the blink ability as well, if it is the Beastmaster indeed. But should be the choice. Dark Ranger nowadays, pretty underwhelming. Panda, not very reliable. So Beastmaster should be the play. And question is, Chaemiko, is he going to be aggressive against that? Or what's he going to do?
Yeah, it looks fairly standard from his side, doesn't it? Maybe he just enjoys playing. Just wants to give it his best to show that he can take at least one map from him. But yeah, so far, so standard. No instant tower rush. No tavern heroes for Chaemiko. He kind of liked to play with the Fire Lord some time ago. In
Okay,
general,
for the
not
Merc
specifically
Amber.
in this matchup.
Going for the pull over here. The Wisp is seeing this. Gets off a detonate, bit of mana burn, but not too much. The Night Elves don't actually pull this camp. Why don't they pull the camp, I wonder?
Laziness? Well, he pulled on Echo, not here. Yeah, there's the bear. This is what it's all about on Last Refuge. And if Chaemiko doesn't veto it, he might have a good idea how to play against it. So I guess there's plenty of eyes watching right now.
The bear was basically never played in the past, but a few patches ago, the mana cost was decreased from 125 to only 100, which is a big buff. And you can see here with 3 archers, the summon and the mercenaries right away, or the shadow priest that is, you can creep this camp pretty quickly. Lots of good items here to be found.
Flute.
The flute, for example.
Yes, he works on archers and works on your quill beasts. And if you want to harass, then this is really good for you.
Nice thing also with all these archers and Beastmaster early and the Shadow Priest, you don't need much Wisp repair for this Ancient of War at all. Normally when you creep this, you will need a lot of Wisps to repair this, up to 3 sometimes, but here it's only 1, and the Beastmaster clears the camp pretty quickly. Normal damage here from the Bear definitely helping out. AM, not the greatest items for him. Belt and ring might be good for the Beastmaster, but for the old man on the horse, he would have preferred some claws.
For a possible Mountain King. Pretty good. Takes quite some time to creep this year, and so Chaemiko is on the way to expanding, and level 3 uncontested pretty much. So this is already working out better than on Concealed.
Claws now for the Beastmaster as well. He was saving a lot of mana. He only summoned the single Bash Bear so far. He pretty much regened all the mana from this. Is he gonna creep this camp as well without summoning? Now he summons the Quill Beast. Lets that one tank the camp. And then question is he gonna go Bear level 2 or Quill Beast level 2? I know what I would prefer.
Oh really, Remo?
Yeah.
Well, Moon, it does the same. Look at this.
Great minds, you know. Great minds. So it is.
Yeah, in Germany it's a little different. The saying.
Dude, if I am considered that along with Moon, I'm fine with it.
True. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, Moon's Wisp spread, how amazing.
A player's forces
Everywhere
are under
on the
attack.
map is a yellow dot.
And now he's coming in to do some damage. The Bash Bear, how effective can he be? The upside of the bear is it's very tanky early on, 900 HP. 2 abolishes don't even kill a bear. So that's why he has 4 abolishes now. 4 Shadow Priests, 2 Shadow Priests on the field. Oh, look at that detonate! Oh my god!
That was pretty good.
The Wisp with the perfect detonate there out of the forest.
Gets the detonate here now, that's level 4. That's a lot more mana. And that's very important as you need the dispels. Arcane Tower about to be up. Can Moon still clobber down?
And these Watch Elements get dispelled quickly. Arcane Tower is at work, but it's gonna take some time to kill off this Bash Bear.
Yeah, might need a buff. How do you like, what do you think about maybe adding 5 damage to an Arcane Tower?
I actually think that's pretty good, Neo. I know you're trying to kid around here a little, but I think that's a
Me?
good change.
Kidding? No.
Tier 2's finished. That Hunter's All might be a little bit late, but it could also be just fine if he's going to decide to go for a second hero. Beastmaster Panda has been a combo we've been seeing a lot. I've been seeing a bit of Beastmaster Demon as well, but normally the Panda more so.
Players' forces are under attack.
But look at the Beastmaster right now. Super hurt. It's going to take a ton of Moon Juice to heal up again.
The Archmage can just face tank this with his belt and 2 rings. And you were downplaying it. Very good items. No, more mercenaries for Chaemiko. Gets fed a little from these bears. Ooh, last hit battle. Who's gonna get it? Item goes to Moon, but experience goes to Chaemiko.
Yeah. But the one of Mana Steal for the Beastmaster, not too bad at all. A few more summons at the right time can make quite the difference. No second hero yet. I must say, I'm surprised.
Tower only now. Attack at 1/3. It's okay, I guess. One with a 2 base as well.
Under attack.
What would be a
But it's
typical
again,
second
Chaemiko reacting all the time, right? Just like a Concealed. He's getting pressured.
Yep.
He's getting threatened.
Yep.
He never makes it across the map to
Nope.
apply pressure himself.
Yep. He has to portal home now. Wow, on tier 1. That's not what you want, but he might get some big kills here. Shadow
the
Priest number
Arcane
1.
survives. That's close.
Exactly. That might stop the harass in the future.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm seeing a disturbing lack of Bash Bears over here, Neo.
Disturbing.
Disturbing, yep.
We have to flag this as not appropriate for children.
Yeah, I think so. Beastmaster a little miscontrolled, running into the Arcane Tower, feels bad. Man. Oh, can he surround him here maybe? Well, I guess he has a staff, so it doesn't matter that much. He says sayonara, but once again, the human stuck on his side of the map, no aggressive potential whatsoever. And the tier 3 is coming in for Moon, but Chaemiko, he's got a lot of gold. And you know what they
As
say?
always.
Wealth is the
A
most
player's
important thing in
forces
life.
are under attack.
Who says that?
Everyone.
True. But I say lumber wins you games, and Chaemiko is at about 70 lumber. And it doesn't really increase too much. And usually he is the one with the lumber hack, right? What's wrong today?
I don't know, he's restarted the software or something. This Beastmaster still doesn't have a second hero friend. Pretty lonely existence so far.
Well, the Beastmaster is never lonely, right? He has his summon friends.
That's true. Imagine if you
They
had
disappear after a
magic
while, though.
abilities to summon pets to your side that do your bidding. How amazing would that be?
But they disappear after a while. Wouldn't you be sad every time that happens?
Are under
You can make clones all over. Just
Yeah,
need
but you
to
just
drink some
spawn
mana
with that
juice.
special one and
They're all
can't
the
clone
same.
personality, dude.
Tome of Retraining on the AM very early over here. Scouted by Moon, of course, with the perfect wisps as always.
town is under
Right, it's
siege.
Expo versus Expo pressure.
That's a lot of damage, also against wisps. Can he still TP and save this? Cost the tower, but will it cost the expansion?
Oh yeah, this tree is ultra dead.
Yep. Can't really repair. Best
good
thing that Moon
detonates,
can
though.
try is to either detonate exactly or try to do some friendly fire on the footman, but no.
Is it level
TP
5
no.
Beastmaster? He's level 5! He's going Quill Beast. Moon! How could you make me so sad?
Oh my god, that was the saddest I've heard you in a long time. Chaemiko, we haven't seen his surround skills this entire series. And it doesn't really change. Doesn't get the Beastmaster out. Archmage is summoning these ice shards on his own head, so he took some damage.
Can't believe he went for Quill Beast, dude. That breaks my heart.
You can't
But
stop
Chaemiko's
talking about
still-
it either, right?
Chaemiko still has his Expo standing.
Yep.
Alright, is it time for Panda now, or? is this
Nah,
gonna
we just
be-
play this one solo hero. I mean, Mountain
Purely
King is coming.
Beastmaster.
He wants Stampede. I haven't seen Stampede in Reforged, I think. Must be glorious.
How can you skip the Bash Bear? You know he deserves to lose. He deserves to lose this game, actually. Not going Bash Bear. How could you? He's at the tavern now. No, no Panda. Okay.
Tier 3 first.
A player's
Adding some
forces are under
workshops.
attack.
Moon again pushing. He wants this Expo dead, or at least buy some time to get his own back up. Archmage staff, I'm not too sure if it's on cooldown or not. I don't think so. You can just
A town
kill the
is under
attempt
siege.
easily.
That's a lot of experience over here from peasants, by the way.
Yeah, maybe get your bear on level 6 after all. And I'm gonna be the disappointed one when I don't see my Stampede.
Alright, so all Moon needs to do to make us both happy is get level 7. Alright, good.
Then he goes Hawk. On one level, just to screw us.
Alright, not too many peasants actually going down. Beastmaster still somewhat far away from 4, 5, 6. I mean, wait, that was weird. But the expansion is almost finished.
Mass Teleport is gonna be crazy good though, because as you said, he was under pressure the entire time. Moon is trying to distract the entire time. With Mass Teleport, you can easily respond to everything, as this ultimate has no cooldown.
Beastmaster Mass Summon Harass, dude. How long has it been?
Well, I think that's for a reason. Shredder takes care of it.
Does he though?
Maybe the bear takes care of the Shredder.
These summons also provide quite a bit of experience, by the way. This is
A
not to be
player's
forgotten.
forces are
And the
under
AM is
attack.
going to take that gladly.
So... what's happening now? Next, like, he lets this expansion come up. Doesn't feel ready. Didn't break upkeep for a long time.
Oh, Zeppelin, very smart. Bunch of towers as well. It looks like Chaemiko's stabilizing over here.
A player's forces
He had a
are
big
under
bank. He invested a lot now. Tier 3 probably finished then. That poor existence of the Mountain King, right? Level 1. All his friends are so strong, powerful, and smart. And he's just derping around for now.
About to hit level 2. That feels a little better, I guess.
Well, if
No,
you make it from class 1 to class 2, that's not the... or from grade 1 to grade 2, it's not the greatest achievement of all time.
Well, you
I
can-
mean, you were very, very proud, and that was a big deal for you, but...
forces are under attack.
mathematically, that's doubling it, dude. Hell yeah. 100%
The
increase.
town is
you know?
under siege.
Kind of signature Moon here. Threatening the run-bys between the bases. Something we've seen a lot from him in the past. Trying to buy more and more time for his expo to come up, for his tier 3 to kick in. But he's still not in upkeep. Trying to go now into Mountain Giants. I don't know about you, but it feels to me like there's a severe lack of damage from Moon's side.
That is absolutely true. Would love to see some chimeras again, as I always do.
He's getting Moonwells ready for 100 supply, by the way. But I guess it's mostly for regen here.
There's also 2-1 upgrade already. So he really doesn't like to pay the Warcraft taxes. And Chaemiko doesn't really care. Always an upkeep. So Moon has the better economy, pretty much throughout the entire series.
Once again, threatening a big run by.
A player's forces are under
With these
attack.
peasant deaths, that could definitely be a level 6 Beastmaster.
There we go, number 1 kill. Shredder would be huge. It's still bonus experience for Moon the entire time. But okay, pushing again.
With Blizzard and more other teams, this tree will fall. TP out though. Beastmaster did get level 6, didn't skill yet.
Who's gonna be happy? Me or Remo? Big question. Don't see it yet. Oh, there we go. He's fighting it with... The casters are getting wrecked by Stampede.
Oh, mass
Amazing.
teleport. Okay. The dinos actually saving the
Awesome.
day.
Yeah. Dinos are awesome. Everybody knows that.
It's a 3-minute cooldown though, so there's definitely a window now for Chaemiko.
Close to level 3 MK as well. So Remo, can you please express how sad you are right now?
Totally happy about that, dude. Totally wanted to see Stampede. Don't know what you're talking about.
Are dinos making up for the lack of level 3 bears?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, who even wants to see bears with Blink? It's kind of lame.
I feel like you're in denial, dude.
You crept that red camp real fast.
Yep.
Cloak of Flames. Oh boy.
Yes, it helps.
This human army is looking kind of scary, bro. It's looking kind of scary.
Okay, mass teleport back or another attack?
And Moon is doing a good job here, always threatening these run-bys. Definitely cannot take a straight-up fight. Oh, he's gonna try to, though. Bold.
2 engines of war? Why not?
Oh, he left the summons behind, out of range. That's pretty cool. And the Mountain Giants, going for a bit of a sneaky stick attack.
A
Moon
player's
macro,
forces are
I
under
like. Looking good. We've seen games here being ended by just 6 or 7 mountain giants and then kill the base.
This game is so easy to lose as the Night Elf, but winning it is so hard. Moon has to make all the right decisions at all times. He has to split his units, defend and attack perfectly.
Looking good so far. He needs 3 screens at the same time. Bottom right under attack, bottom left under attack, upper left under attack.
Beastmaster full mana, we have 2 MGs here as well. In the main, it's a massacre of the peasants. I wonder what's going up at the natural.
Chaemiko still 76 supply. Supply is kind of equal. 14 supply of Moon, of course, not in this fight. Trying to make it back now, though. Yeah, would be kind of interesting if Chaemiko has any income at all. Because this doesn't... Okay, looks like 1, 2 workers or something.
There's a lot of Night Elf units going down here. Even the MG is getting threatened now. More come in from the main, but the Clap doing a good job. Even the Cloak is kind of nice against the Mountain Giants.
Yeah. If only he had the bear on level 3.
Dude, Stampede is ready in 10 seconds. Oh, Stampede to save the day.
Again, right?
MK's out of mana.
He's positioning
Oh my
himself.
God.
He has to face the north. It's kind of weird to use that ultimate there.
Do it.
No.
What?
Not using Stampede. Okay, but both summons.
Staff back. Back to the Moonwells. There's lots of Moonwells. There's lots of juice. More Mountain Giants are going down, though.
Again,
Only
a
one
fight
left.
that lasts forever. And you know what? In my opinion, they can fight forever. Why not? It's amazing.
Oh, there it is,
There
Stampede.
it is.
But just mass teleport.
A player's
Bye-bye.
forces are under attack.
This poor dino was about to hit something. And then just gone.
Maybe dinos should have mini stun, Neo. I know you love mini stun. How about that?
Dude, if I would be hit by a dino like that, I wouldn't move for a while.
Like, if anything in the game should stun you, shouldn't it be a trampling dinosaur?
Yeah. Like lightning as well, I think, in general. But yeah, dinosaur would make me not move. You with all your muscles, you would just hold on to it, right? Just stop it with your
Grab
right
that
hand.
dinosaur by its neck and just fling it across the room. Get out of here, dinosaur!
Like Son Goku. Are you the Warcraft version of Son Goku? Can you, if you really concentrate, can you color your hair blonde by will?
Dude, that would be amazing.
That would be an amazing trick.
I think I can eat similar amounts of food, but other than that, I'm not sure.
That's a great skill to have.
Seems like Chaemiko is starting to close this out now.
Yep.
His army is just unbeatable. The Beastmaster is a tempo hero. He doesn't do well on even supply, even levels. He needs to be ahead. And that has, not exactly happened. Chaemiko with a great game here in the late stages. And this game seems to be his. The Clab looking pretty good.
So
Bears not making enough difference.
he's gonna win this, right? We're pretty sure about that. GG, he is winning this. Is it really down to the one map
Yep.
against Linguagua? Ouch.
Yep.
Oh, that's so brutal. Moon, second place in Group B, A, right after 1-2-0. And yeah, that is the saddest story of WCG 2020. Chaemiko one map away from advancing into the playoffs. One map.
If Chaemiko had 3-0'd Linguagua, we would have a 3-way tie right now.
Yeah.
But because of that one map loss, Chaemiko
Wow.
is out.
That Equiles game, dude. We'll talk about this for a while, I believe. That is the second last day of the group stage, Remo. We have quite some decisions so far. I think the broadcast will go into the standings at the moment. Or in a moment. Yeah, that is 2 out of 4 groups concluded.
And all of our first place finishes as well. It is 1-2-0, Infi, Colorful, and Fly.
Chinese dominance, dude. This
True.
rarely happens.
And it's going to be all Koreans in second place.
Absolutely. 4 versus 4. Here we go. 1-0. 6 matches. Moon also 6 matches, but 1-0 won the game against Moon. So the direct comparison decides Group A. Chaemiko, you see it there. 1 map short of forcing the tiebreaker. And that 1 map belongs to Linguagua. Group B has Infi on top with 7 points. Lynn, surprisingly, losing that 1 series over Sowen, throwing the group stage win away. And Joshi was unfortunately eliminated earlier. So no real surprise here in Group B. And again, this has a pattern. China on top, Korea second. Tomorrow, we will decide Group C and D. Focus versus Michael, who will follow Colorful, and Lawlight versus Sock, who's coming up second right after Fly.
Going to be some amazing games here. Big decision still to be made. We know it's going to be 2 Koreans once again in second place making it through, but who is it going to be? Focus, a bit of a favorite against Michael, and Lawlight perhaps a bit of a favorite against Sock, but these will be very close games and where everything is on the line. The tournament, life, and the hope for getting into the playoffs.
Absolutely. And of course, one-on-one competition is not the only thing we have. We start into the team competition on October 12th. This is going to be absolutely amazing as well. The teams have been revealed on the WCG homepage. You should check that out for sure. And I guess they will put that prominently on their socials. So WCG is doing a big effort here and bringing you all the necessary information. Follow them on Facebook. They're on Twitter. They're on Instagram. And as far as I know them, they're probably on TikTok as well.
Hell yeah. Stay connected with WCG Connected. We've had a lot of amazing games here already. Tomorrow almost saddens me that we're going to come to an end of the group stage, but we are far from done with our Warcraft action. The playoffs are ahead of us, the team competitions are ahead of us, and we've had so many amazing games already, Mr. Neil. We're going to have so many more.
That was just supposed to be the warm-up phase. You know, usually group stages rarely as exciting as they were here. Upsets left, right, and center. Fly starting it with a 3-0 over Lawlion. TH eliminated. WCG, man, just keeps on giving for 17 plus years. We are very, very thankful that they got us here. And while the hawk is screeching, you know what to do. Tune in tomorrow for the last 2 decisions of the World Cyber Games 2020. We're going to be back at noon. All the dates on backtowarcraft.com and, of course, on worldcybergames.com as well. Seoul and Shanghai fight it out, but the world is watching. See you tomorrow.